Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the Fable 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. If you're watching the Realms of Ukodor, you catch us live every Wednesday here at twitch.tv/Fable42 at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. But before we get into tonight's episode, let's go ahead and dive into our announcements. Everything that you see that is 3D printed in any of our streams is brought to you by Griffin Co. We are Vorpal powered. Our video and audio displays, player indicators, digital dice, zoom features on the battle map are all brought to you by Vorpal. Vorpal. Also, another big shout out to one of our newest sponsors. They're sponsoring us here for the next quarter. We Excel. So go ahead and check out the link in our Twitch panel for We Excel. We have some really cool things going on with them later on in the month. They are a pretty fantastic San Francisco-based nonprofit that helps get what creatives are doing, artists are doing in the community out to the world. So it's a pretty awesome nonprofit. So go check those guys out. Also, we'll be doing a giveaway today during our mid-show break for... Did it not work? Oh my god. Oh my god, the commands aren't working.
Oh my god, what is happening?
I don't know.
What are you doing, Solo? I can't believe you.
Oh, there we go. It did work. It didn't work the first time. Oh,
it's called vamping.
Cody spelled roll R-O-L-L, but it's R-O-L-E. I got it. Love you, Cody. So we are giving away this shirt right here, a Let It Roll graffiti dice D20 t-shirt at the mid-show. So make sure you stick around for that. We are still doing the between show giveaway, so go ahead and enter raffle in to enter in that, and I will be picking a winner here momentarily. And so then make sure to double check and do
what's
that.
Under the shirt? What? What's under the shirt? Oh, that's right. Let It Roll. Send me a little
beard.
I'm so
you guys
excited.
didn't get because I see you went with the graffiti. Anyway, so I got
Oh my god!
I was gonna say I was very concerned for a moment. They were like, "What's happening?"
I know. I just threw you all off
So
your
many
game.
exciting things.
Everybody
You did.
is completely
But speaking about game, we do have a very awesome fan in the chat, a super fan who actually sat through the entire 24-hour stream. Daddy Dragon, it is your birthday today, so I would like to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
October birthdays are the best birthdays.
Unless you get
Are
to
they?
November, and then those are.
Are they
but,
really?
So
I'd
it's
say November birthdays are second. Sorry.
My wife is October, so I'm biased.
I always figured June, July area so that you could split up the year and actually have a day for yourself. Because, like, I'm in January, so it's like you get Christmas and all this shit that happens, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, it's your birthday. Shit, we're all out of money. Everybody's busy. All right, you know.
I mean, I was born on the Day of the Dead. Does that count for cool points? So there's a lot of really exciting things happening this week and next week. So I'm gonna try to get through all of these really quick. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific, I have the part 2 of our Rime of the Frost Maiden WizKid mini unboxing. I gave away 6 minis yesterday. Probably gonna give away about the same amount, and they're really awesome minis. So make sure to join us for that. On Friday, we have a lot of cool things. We have 2 panels. The first panel is creating better villains, and then the second panel would be how to use Vorpal Board, where Thad from Vorpal Board will talk about the Vorpal Board game. And following right up after that at 6 p.m. Pacific, we have a really awesome game DM'd by Monty from Dungeon Dudes. Players are myself, Alicia Marie, who's part of our community, Nate Taylor, who is the creative director of Dwarven Forge. We have a representative from Wizards of the Coast, and Luke Gygax himself will be playing in this game. I'm very excited to be in this game. We have another panel on Sunday as well, River Break on Saturday morning. And then starting next week, we have a myriad of things going on next week. So we have really awesome final mini-series finale for Wizards of Ukodor. We have a talk show that morning, which we're going to talk about some really cool stuff as well. And then Wednesday is day 1 of UkodorCon. Just let that sink in just for a second. UkodorCon this year is remote, unfortunately, but we're going to make the best of it. We have several community games that a lot of our Patreon and Twitch subscribers have signed up for, so these are not going to be streamed. So there's a few things in the morning that won't be streamed. I will get the final event calendar or whatever up so you guys can see what to expect. Diane's doing a couple really awesome all-female games, which we're very excited about. We have the finale for Mythical Melee, which this one is going to stun lock somebody to death. But also, a selfish, shameless plug, next Wednesday, I came up with this really, really cool idea, and April's husband, Cody, helped make it a reality. I am launching another Kickstarter on Wednesday called Dungeon Trays, excuse me. So those of you who have ever used Dwarven Forge, terrain, 3D printed terrain, the Warlock tiles from Wizards, they're all amazing products, but trying to put them together, the clips suck, and then trying to keep the stuff together. So starting on Wednesday, Dungeon Trays, which is a really awesome, strong piece of ABS plastic, will be live, that you can build your rooms that fits all your trays. We have a small size, we got a medium, and you can do any variation, so it doesn't have to be square. I'm gonna try to show it because cameras are cameras, but I did a dungeon, like a cave, but it's not square. We also have these little insert pieces that kind of fill the void, fill the space. So Dungeon Trays goes live on Wednesday. I'm super excited about this. And I'm so grateful that Cody has all the experience that he had and jumping on board without really skipping a beat. So it was super awesome. Chills, you're my buddy. I feel like there's other things. There is a Patreon Q&A on Saturday at 7 p.m. in our Patreon voice chat with myself. Some of the other cast members may or may not join, but this is for Patreon subscribers only. I am in the process of trying to fine-tune and edit our Session 0 where Nafako and Eclipse did meet. Obviously, Gary Khan, Ukodor Khan, a little behind, apologize, but I will get that out as soon as possible. I think that's all I got. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get ready for the next chapter of The Realms of Ukodor.
Muster your courage, it must not abate. Allies are more than well, evil retreats. With fate in your hand, now the story's complete. Ukodor, world full of mystery to explore. Monsters and danger around every turn, and soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours.
And welcome back. Real quick, Eclipse, you get a luck and inspo. Also, Viator was asking where was the con located.
It's
Lizzie,
in
where
your
was it?
house.
Where was it
Last
located?
year it was at the Mountain View Game
Mountain
Castle.
View. That's what it was. Mountain View. I was trying to remember where it was. Yes, Mountain View. That's where
Mountain View, California.
So all of you will never have this title, but Ferrix was the first Ukodor that has met the Realms of Ukodor cast. Pretty awesome. Ferrix, long time fan.
Did you call the giveaway winner?
Oh.
Good God, man.
Oh my God. Daddy Dragon won. Congratulations.
How appropriate.
One other giveaway on his birthday. Look at that. Look at you.
It was
Didn't even do that on purpose. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Okay.
fate.
So, I'm all over the world today. All right. So, as we settle in to tonight's game, last we left, the party had accidentally gone through a portal, a one-way portal from Hylac, some of the eastern mountainsides of Hylac, bringing them to a very frigid, cold environment. They quickly realized that they were no longer in Hylac anymore, saw some sign of civilization down the mountainside, scaled down that mountainside, found a remnants of a road, but it was really hard to identify whether or not it was a road, but it seemed like it was traveled in one way or another. Following that path leading towards the city of Turvak, bumping into some human guards. Interesting enough, Nafako and Kiwin understood their language, realizing later that their two companions have started to sync with them, sharing knowledge and information back and forth. Luckily for them, good portion of the townsfolk do speak only human. However, Orc is also a somewhat commonplace language. So they got some information, headed into the town, and once they walked through the gates, the frigid cold of the environment wasn't quite as bad. Still cold, but not quite as bad. They made their way to the tavern where they met Cedric, a goblin barmaid. Things behind me, and I'm about to trip. Giving the group a little bit more information and places to go, they ended up finding their way to a leather shop to get some furs and skins to help, feel through the weather. Eclipse noticed a tabaxi-looking skin on the wall, and it in fact was a tabaxi skin. Half the party was okay with this, the other half was not so okay with this. The shop owner, Thalen, did explain that all of the furs and skins that they have are essentially recycled from community members or beasts that have attacked the city. It's not like they go out and hunt humanoids and skin them. As disturbing as that is, later on they found out a lot of more vital information that this the winter that they've been dealing with as they're coming out of summer, technically, they've been dealing with for years. There is some sort of curse or rhyme on the land that is creating a forever winter. So resources, food, everything is very, very rare. Continuing after some equal conversations, some balancing with that, they did continue to another shop where they did acquire a couple items. There they met Jalel Owens, a resident wizard and magic enchanter. Acquired some items, learned a little bit more about some information, and continued on their way. Later that night, some interesting things began to unfold. Nafako and Eclipse began to have some further conversations, learning a little bit more about one another. Their heart-to-heart got a little clouded at times, but they were able to connect in a way that they had not yet done. Meanwhile, Kiwin and Kyriel were simultaneously, for the most part, casting the sending spell. Kyriel intentionally, Kiwin by accident. Kiwin got in contact with her brother. The information that she got that he was somewhat safe in a very cold, dark, prison-esque room, and told her not to follow him or find him. Kyriel reached out to Samanji, who had gotten away from the White Cloaks in some village up north, and is somewhat safe with other survivors. The very next morning, they all met up in the common room when the door, loud bang on the door. 12 guards showed up demanding that the party drop their weapons and follow them to meet Lady Godfrey, being accused of some murders that happened overnight. Being the new people on the town is relatively safe for the most part. They have now gone ahead and followed suit, gave their weapons away, or at least most of them. I don't believe that you all gave all your weapons away, not for 1 minute. Follow the guards to meet Lady Godfrey. And as they did, she began to question the party. They see 3 bodies lying on the ground, questioning the party and casting Zone of Truth. And upon further conversation and deliberation between the party and herself, Nafiko equally cast Zone of Truth to make sure that Godfrey was she was on the level. Obtaining some more information and party feeling a little stuck, trapped in this area until they find out what's causing this curse and potentially maybe finding ways to reverse it or, get rid of it altogether. Started to process some of the requests from Lady Godfrey about helping find out who this killer was. With some of the complications with their townsfolk and the laws that they have, she can't freely let them go unless we find who the real killer is. And that's where we pick up. So you all began to start deliberating with yourselves, and she kind of stepped away to let you guys talk.
Are we still under the Zone of Truth?
You are, but she walked away, so you're no longer.
So she's gone.
She's like, I don't know, 40 feet away from you.
She's not listening to us, but we are still compelled to tell the truth.
Yes.
And Eclipse succeeded against her Zone of Truth, not against Nafiko's.
Also, everybody gets a luck and an inspo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And another luck and inspo to Carrot.
Yay!
Gonna need the luck and inspo.
Yes, because none of us are good at investigating except maybe Kyriel.
Private eye.
Very
Private
perceptive,
eye.
not investigating.
Private eye real.
Private eye real. There we go.
I'm good at it. Yeah.
Well, I
Your
mean,
sidekick honkers.
well, I was gonna say Honker's already got an eye to spare, so maybe Honkers has the private eye.
I am not made for this world. I just heard something about big honkers.
So
Anywho.
Can I walk over to Godfrey, Miss Godfrey, Lady
Sure.
Godfrey, whatever her name is?
Yeah, you can do that.
Sorry to bother you again. I was just wondering if you had tried to talk to the murder victims.
So, you're one of those. No, I do not
What?
have the ability to do that.
Well, I can't do it right now, but maybe if I could come back tomorrow if the bodies aren't disposed of, and I could maybe try and talk to them, see if they saw anything.
Do you not have a spell slot?
It's not prepared.
Oh, got it. Okay. I was like, wait, you cast Sending yesterday. Did you secretly cast Sending again? We have to talk about this. No, okay.
No, not yet.
Has the tall one lost their mind? What is it this they speak
Eclipse,
of?
you can. There's a certain way, I believe. I know that my mama, she's done it before on our family who was passed. But yeah, I think you can talk to them and they can answer a few questions on anything that they've known in their life. Nothing that they wouldn't have known, but
Well, give it a shot anyway.
All right. Well then,
Luck-
I
luck
guess
and
I'll
info to
come
carry
back
over.
tomorrow.
Dead.
Oh, thank you.
This one was not aware of such magics.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, I figured the best way to find a murderer is to ask the victim, right?
That
This
makes a lot of
one
sense.
Indeed.
supposes. I suppose the old adage that the dead tell no tales holds little truth.
Oh yeah, I've never heard that, but
I've seen many Walking Dead before.
We could fill a book with the things you haven't heard.
Yeah, there may be some truth there.
So, I guess we're helping with this murder investigation. We're all eminently qualified for that, I'm sure.
Oh.
Who are these people? Who are they?
Yeah.
To
Clearly, we're sleuthing.
Double glasses.
Lady Gwendolyn, who
Nice.
are these people to the town? Like, are they
You-
important people?
You can call
or-
me Gwendolyn. Is just fine. I mean, every citizen is important in this town, in these towns. We don't get new people that often, and everyone has a job. And with all the other ways for people to die, someone murdering them inside of our safe walls is not acceptable. We have Liana, who she points to a female elf. So they all do look pale in skin, but it doesn't look like pale like you died pale. It's like pale like your body's
Fair-skinned.
almost like frozen from the inside out.
Oh.
And they still have the frozen daggers in her heart. Real quick, luck and inspo to Eskin, and luck and inspo to
to
Eclipse.
Elscon?
Thank you.
Elscon, yes.
Aw.
Would there have been anyone that held a grudge against any of these, wants them dead?
These three people, no.
And these aren't people that that are in your your confidence or anything like that. Anybody high up?
Well, she
in the
starts to
town?
point out. Yeah, she starts to point out the other two figures. Real quick before I forget, luck and inspo to Eclipse, luck and inspo to Eclipse, luck and inspo to Kewen.
Thank you, everyone. Criminy.
She points to the elven woman, and then she points to Goliath male. This is Hevol, and Devon Hector is the dwarven male on the end. Hevol, the Goliath, is one of our resident lumberjacks. He is one of the main people who goes and braves out the expanse to gather trees and logs and bring them back. With him gone, there's a huge hole in our just day-to-day productivity with staying warm and other maintenance needs. Liana, she was a gardener, a farmer. She worked in one of the warehouses, in the makeshift greenhouses that we have to try to grow our own food again. And Devon is like a blacksmith apprentice. I mean, he's been here for a while and he's really old, but he never quite makes it to master. So they're
Where are
all
they
contributing. They're all contributing people. Where are they from?
Found.
Oh,
Beds.
they were all found in their homes.
Separately,
And
not
do they?
together?
Do
Not
they?
together, no.
Do they live near each other?
Not specifically. Heval lives north of here, towards the north gate. Devon lives in like the middle, near the town square, and Liana lives just down the road a little bit from where we are right now.
What about their families? Do they
That's
have
who-
spouses or children, or
I mean, they do, yes. Those are the ones who came and asked for help. Might I add, crimes are not frequent here. the penalty for the crimes is far too great for anyone to really commit a crime.
Well, guess no one wants to do the time.
So, with these crimes being so rare, something like this is uncommon. Something like this has not been seen before.
We haven't seen anyone murder with these ice weapons or anything like that. No, we haven't had a crime in a year. There's things that you need to know. The larger cities, we all make our sacrifices to Pyriel. Each city can offer different things. Some cities who don't have quite that many people offer other things.
What do you offer?
Human sacrifice. There's a lottery at the beginning of the month. We pick from the list, except for the only people not on that lottery are key members of the council or some of the major artisan things that we can't go without. So our master blacksmith is not on the list. Other representatives aren't, but we have quite a few people in this city. But that's the point. We have.
Seems like a system that may develop some adversity.
I mean, what's the birth rate? My God, you're going to run out of people.
Well, we have 12,000 people, and we only offer one sacrifice a month, and usually it's someone sick or dying. It's been towards the fates. Last year, when this first started happening, was criminals. People who broke the law, extreme cases. There's two ways we do it. Either we sacrifice them on a pyre and hope that Pyriel listens to our praise, or we send them out to venture and fight the frigid expanse on their own. If they're strong enough, they might be able to survive, but obviously the likelihood of that is very slim. Which is why a murder, a crime such as this doesn't make sense. And you all showing up is very, very precarious for your situation.
You said that these ones, they are individuals that would not have made this lottery.
No, Liana and Hevel probably still would have made the lottery. Anyone can really chop wood. He's just was really big and really good at it. Even Devon would have made the lottery, actually, because he's just an apprentice. But as we're talking about this, 3 luck and inspo to Kyriel and a luck and inspo to Nafako.
Thank you so much.
So it seems unlikely that this would be an act of spite.
So
Correct.
when you talk about sacrificing, these people are sacrificing themselves, or you're forcing them?
Everyone, we have had several council meetings internally with each city, and then I have brought all the other town leaders into my council hall. We all agreed on what each town is going to give.
But why?
But what I'm saying is, like, the people who are being sacrificed are willing, or are they?
Everyone has the same understanding that there is a lottery. If your name is picked, you have to do what is best for the greater good of the people. We have not had anyone try to run from it or fight it. Obviously, loved ones' emotions are heightened. Saying goodbye so abruptly is terrible. But Pyriel they are a ruthless god. And we have angered them somehow. And we are trying to make amends.
All right.
How did
like
you come up?
Or?
Well,
was that,
I was
Kyriel?
going to ask,
Oh, Nafako. It's a slight
what happens
delay
if you don't do the sacrifice?
Exactly.
If Pyriel is not happy with our sacrifice, or there is no sacrifice, the towns feel it. Endless blizzards and attacks from yetis or other wild creatures come upon the city. It is very obvious when she is angry, when they are angry.
And isn't that happening anyway?
Already?
It's even more magnified for the month of a false or failed sacrifice. We can fend them off right now. We have been almost overrun several times when some of the smaller towns failed to yield enough for a sacrifice or an offering to her. Kyriel, you were saying something?
Same thing. I was asking the same thing.
I have questioned the families of the loved ones. Haval and Devon, they didn't have any family. I did ask Blacksmith some questions, but Hector didn't seem to have any answers. Devon sleeps at the smith's shop. Hector left, went home, came back the next morning, and Devon was dead. Immediately reported to the militia, and they brought it to me. However, Liana's family is currently in hiding. They claim that there is no reason why she would have been murdered, but they feel that they have been mocked. And because they are a family, they want to be protected. So they are currently under my protection.
Why
if
are
you
they
feel
being
the
mocked?
need that...
Yes.
That's what they feel. Everyone here is very superstitious. Someone dies by murder, they feel like what you're asking. Is there a vendetta? Does someone owe someone something? In normal circumstances, yes, that is the case. This is just straight cold blood. So
Alright.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it seems some, if we're going to get to the bottom of this, perhaps some investigation is merited. Any chance that the scenes of the crime might be able to be investigated?
Of course.
Well, and then tomorrow I can come talk to them. At least
Who
one of them.
provides the enforcement for all this law?
Say again?
Who provides the enforcement for all this law?
I do. I am in charge of all the towns in this region. The militia that we have, which are the best that we have as far as law can stand, anyway. I do have a sheriff in town.
So you work for Pyriel?
I do not work for Pyriel. I am at her heel, unfortunately.
Why?
Winter for 2 years to start. Before that, we had strong trade commerce with Tydean and most of Seros. They're very curious to get some of this Rosarium material. And they provide us with enough food and materials and things to have us live throughout the winter in our homes and stay here. But without that, we are struggling. We cannot leave this place. The water is far too cold and dangerous at these times.
When was the last person sacrificed?
What day is it today?
It is.
Has it been a month? Or is it overdue? Is another sacrifice
It's
overdue?
the
When was the next
23rd.
one?
23rd. 1 second. No, believe it or not, it is in 1 week. It is on the new moon, which is the 2nd of every month.
Well,
Is when our sacrifices are.
Oh my gosh, that's my birthday day. What if I lived here and I got sacrificed on my birthday?
We can probably rest easy that as non-residents this would not apply to us.
Well, I'm just saying, theoretically, if I lived
You
here,
did say criminals.
it's possible.
Yes, however, there is no crime that is committed here by any of us.
I mean, crime of making new friends.
Well, the unfortunate part about all of this is that the sacrifices have to be made on the new moon. So these 3,
They don't qualify.
they don't qualify. It's a waste. We can't
May
afford
I-
waste in this time.
May I ask?
Well, maybe we can-
What's the ritual that you
say it.
use?
For sacrifices, it's 2 options. We usually give the person who has been picked a choice. They go on a pyre, and either we do it by magical means, we do it by fire, we do it by
So you
other-
burnt
other
offering
means.
then.
It could be burnt, it could be poisoned, it could be. Some people have preferred to have their throat cut, which doesn't make sense to me, but that is their wish. It's quick, it's fast. And some people choose to become a nomad and venture out there in the wild themselves, which also sounds fucking terrible. To freeze to death or be ripped apart by a crag cat or a crek.
Well,
I have
you
no
might
interest
run
in that.
into a very nice baby Yeti and become fast friends with them.
So,
She
who's
just
to,
stares at you.
who's to say that those that go on this nomad trip meet their demise? If they survive, does this still appease your Pariel?
Well, knock on wood, she hasn't been, for this town anyway, she hasn't been unappeased at what we do. We've had 6 people choose to go for the walk. Whether or not they die, that is unknown. But they are no longer part of the cities, which means I don't believe they are any longer in her microscope, per se. This
Seems
made
a
up wood I
strange
just made up that
request.
you have no idea what that means.
Seems a strange inconsistency.
Well, I guess we can go investigate the locations where they passed.
Not
And then
much more to be found
tomorrow-
here.
Again, I can talk to at least 2 of them.
I see. Yes.
Eclipse, you
Well-
keep thinking I'm crazy, but it's gonna work. Just watch. Just wait.
If the tall one says so.
So
Has
the,
anyone
the
else gone missing
not that we know of. We haven't done
recently?
a head count in a
Census.
while. Yes,
I think
I mean
probably
the-
should.
we do have a lot of people that travel. So the people might have homes here, but they
okay.
travel to the other cities. And they might be gone for a few months and come back. So it's hard to gauge that.
Don't you
It's a
keep
great-
a log at the gate or something?
You certainly
No.
found us rather quickly.
Well, word travels fast. Rumors and everything. You are some very colorful creatures in our very dull town.
Eclipse
Creatures.
looks down on his dark fur.
Gold feathered hair. I love it.
Well,
Might be tasty.
But like I said, Leanna's home is just down the road, and then you have Devon and the blacksmith shop, which is center of town, and then all the way to the north side of the city, but near the north gate, is Hevel's log shop. Feel free to go investigate any of those places. Here, and she kind of reaches into like a little satchel and brings out like 5 like tokens. There's nothing fancy. It might be made out of copper, but there is like an emblem of an eagle on it. And once you see that and you kind of look around, there are some other eagle, like that's her sigil is like an eagle of some sort. So she gives you 5 sigils of her house Godfrey, and take these with you. Any of the guards or militia that are guarding these locations, you let them know that I sent you there, and they should not give you any trouble.
All right.
well, perhaps we start inward and make our way out.
Yeah, we'll start at the closest one first. Makes sense.
Yeah, that was Liana's house.
Yes,
Yeah.
just down the road a little bit. She walks towards the door and opens the door. Please return their weapons. They will be assisting the investigation to find the actual killer. All 5 of these creatures have been proven innocent in my authority. Anyone questions that, they can speak with me. Good luck. Come back when you find something.
Thank you so much. If anything, I'll see you tomorrow so I can have a chat.
I am looking forward to that, actually.
I've never spoken to a dead person before, so it should be interesting.
We'll get ready
Is
to talk
this
to
a
your
common
brother.
occurrence?
Kidding. That's terrible.
Oh my god, I want to cry on screen again.
Woof.
Jesus. Okay. Here we go.
Cruel and usual.
Rude. So I guess we're on our way to Liana's.
Okay.
I'm trying. Wait, before we do, I'm trying to think if Navika would have anything to ask Eclipse while you're under the truth spell.
I know, I'm dying. I'm like, Carrick and Eclipse, I thought we're going to go at it with questioning each other or something. I was just waiting for it, like,
Maybe he was just slightly hoping that maybe it would be forgotten about that he had the spell cast on him.
Okay.
God, I don't have anything. No, I don't. Totally blank.
Is this, like, can I see the sun?
Oh, you're muted.
Someone has cast silence on the DM.
Sort of. It's very, very cloudy. It's very, very gloomy. And you do see a faint, like, hum of the sun deep in the sky.
Alright.
It's going to be like that every day. Like, you can't
yeah.
actually see the sun yet.
On the way to this person's house, Kiwan's just going to silently do a prayer to Ara. A little sad she can't see the sun.
Okay.
Eclipse, what's your favorite color?
Emo.
This one's not sure. Never thought about the question. Darkness.
can you see color?
Darkness. Good to know.
Do you see colors?
Does this one see color? What a strange question. Of
Some
course
people
this one sees
can't.
colors.
Well, some people can't. That's when you said darkness, I thought maybe you saw in gradients.
Yeah. He pulls out the one of his daggers with the purple gems in it. This is a nice color.
My favorite color
That
is
a good
yellow.
color.
I've got one of my crystals that's about that color that's in my eyebrow. It's about that purplish color.
He's very nice.
Thank you.
All right, now after that deep, meaningful conversation, perhaps we can shuffle along.
Yes,
You
this
mean like
one would
everything I'm
very much
hearing?
love to get to the bottom of this.
Do you think that somebody was trying to get more supplies for their shop?
For what?
Well, they left the bodies. Can't
Oh,
really
yeah,
get
that's
supplies if the
true.
skin's still there.
Well, that's true.
But they'll go to her afterwards, right?
The Skinner.
That is an interesting.
What am I
that?
hearing? I don't.
It was a dwarf, a barbarian. That's a lot of skin.
That is.
But the
Goliath?
dwarf, wouldn't you have picked something bigger? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, the
yeah. I mean,
Goliath
Well,
and an elf.
I'm just hearing like yelling.
I was like, what is happening?
What are you hearing?
Very disorienting. I'm turning it down.
The Sirenscape is like I don't even know what that was. It sounds like there's a lot of people in like an auditorium or something, and they're screaming, and it's so.
Is that
bizarre.
what you hear? Because I just hear wind.
Oh, I heard it that time. I heard it that time.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the most bizarre. I was like, what is happening? Are we like in a butcher house? Like, what is good?
It's
Slaughterhouse?
just supposed to be cold winter day. I didn't make this playlist.
We are talking about the Skinner, so I don't know.
So that's a really good question, because if you were to kill a dwarf for its skin, I mean, dwarves need skins too, right? I mean, if that's gonna keep them warm,
but
the sizing works.
Goblins or gnomes. So they're small
Yeah.
creatures. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it easier to work with? I have no idea.
Well, I think we should probably investigate before we start pointing fingers at someone who just helped us, didn't do anything.
I love that
to
we're
us
still
but
talking
help.
about the skins. I just loved it.
We'll never.
2 episodes.
We'll
in,
never
we're all
not.
talking about-
It's gonna be episode 100, and we are gonna be talking about this.
It still seem like a very solid motive.
Well, let's do some investigating, and we'll see.
Players
Maybe we find a guy named
eradicating tanners of adventurers. PETA. That is your new.
There it is. Oh God! Please no.
Oh. No,
Exit.
I don't want this. I don't want this.
Two luck and inspo to Nafako.
Are we at this place yet?
And Eclipse says subtly under his breath, "It'd be wonderful to have excuse to shut them down."
You're gonna kill a lot of people, Eddie. So you get
He's
to
under the
where
truth
her house...
spell still. He can't hide it.
Sure. So you get to her house, to the warehouse. There is a small house attached to the warehouse, and there are 2 militia guards there, just kind of standing there at the moment.
Hi there.
Hello. All right. What you want?
What's your name?
Kaylin.
Kaylin? Well, it's very nice to meet you, Kaylin. My name's Keywin, and we are going to be investigating the murder that happened here last night. On behalf of... What was her name?
Gwendolyn.
Lady Godfrey.
Lady Godfrey.
She said call her Gwen. Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn.
We're friends now.
Oh. I didn't even know that was her name.
We're best friends now.
All right. Please, by all means, receive here. These are gifts for you from me. Luck and inspo to Nafako, Eclipse, Cariel, and Kiwin.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Is
Sure hope
Nafako,
this
is your
helps us
zone of
do
truth still
some
up?
investigating.
I don't
How
know.
long
Did
does
it
it
take
last?
us longer than
How long did it?
10 minutes? It's a 10-minute spell.
Oh,
Yeah, it probably been gone by now.
darn. It's gonna interrogate the guards.
But yeah, please go. You go ahead right in. It happened right there in the middle of the room. Let us know if you need anything.
Anything that you've noticed? Who is this? Who is this Kalen? Is he human?
He's probably
No.
like early 20s human. Definitely doesn't look excited to be here.
He doesn't know anything. I'm gonna ask him anyways. So, do you got any information about what happened here? No.
No,
just
no.
staying here?
I mean, she was nice. She took care of a lot of the garden things here. Don't know why someone would kill her. It's scary, but yeah.
Gardens? This place can grow things? Where are the gardens?
Go right inside and you'll see.
They're indoor gardens.
Can I insight check him to see if he is giving all the information? Since I'm so good at insight, I just want to try.
Yeah.
Eclipse walks through the door while the conversation
Nope.
continues.
Nope. No, well, it's a nat 1, but it's an 8.
He seems to be forthright. He does seem very, very nervous and skittish of what's inside.
Oh,
Gwendolyn
bit
did mention that.
nervous. Let's walk inside then.
Eclipse is already
Gwendolyn
going
did-
in.
Yes. Is there blood anywhere or?
Sort of.
No.
Any-
Like if we go inside, is there blood or does it look like it's been like a fight? Like someone broke in?
So sort of. Yeah. You have to see it. You have to see it for yourself.
Keelan walks
So-
inside behind Eclipse.
Okay. So as you guys walk inside, you do see deep into this warehouse on the other side, you see a couple what looks to be magic items kind of hovering from the roof. They look to be like they're putting out this big, very warm, radiant energy, some sort of magical essence. But you do see rows and rows and rows
Keelan
of very
loves it.
vibrant green plants with lots of very colorful fruits and vegetables kind of in different pots and things. It's still cold in here, but it's not nearly as cold as it is outside. But in like the main area where a lot of the carts and things would kind of be backed up to, where you guys would load up the carts, there are no carts in here at this moment. But what you see can only be described as a frozen murder scene. You see trails of blood and guts kind of scattering all over the place from the ground to in the midair, but it's all frozen in space. So you see droplets of blood in the air, not floating because it's all connected, but it's like if you took, I don't know, if you took a spoon and you put it into something that would freeze instantly and just went like that, and you would watch it kind of spray, but then it would freeze instantaneously. You see that all over the place, and you see what looks to be the remnants of 2 other humanoid figures that are no longer identifiable.
They never said anything about other people that might have died.
Yes,
In
that
here?
detail seemed left out.
I wonder if they knew. This place is a mess.
It's kind of amazing.
I'm surprised she didn't mention this.
How do you even make this happen?
Can I
Detect magic?
detect magic?
Sure.
Boom.
Like you find a whole bunch of it.
So, what's the radius on that? 30?
It
So
is
much
30
magic.
feet. And I'm concentrating on it for a whole 10 minutes, so I'll walk around while
So
I'm doing
you
it.
walk
Dodging
around
blood crystal.
the pots that the plants are in, and the lamps are whatever items are doing radiant glows are magical. Nothing else in the room is magical.
The suspended blood in the air isn't magical?
The ice in the air is not magical. No, it is just ice.
All right. Well, it just seems like this is normal blood that is frozen, y'all.
But
What do you
there's
mean
no
normal
magic.
blood that's... Nobody can do this.
But it's just
Well-
hanging in the air.
It's not.
frozen.
It's suspended. It's frozen. So you follow it. There's the droplets are frozen to the next droplet to the next droplet all the way to the ground. So it's
Okay.
like a
frozen
very
waterfall.
there we go.
Okay.
It's
so
a
it's not like
freeze
they're like
frame.
suspend.
Yeah.
It's not like individually. Okay.
No. Sorry if that wasn't clear. Yeah, it's not like just floating in space. It is connected to the ground.
Got it. That
It
makes more
legitimately
sense.
looks like when someone stabbed or sliced somebody, and as the blood flew in the air away from whatever
just
did
froze.
the slicing, it froze. And it's still freezing in here. So it's not, freezing is 32 degrees. So it's still 25, 30 degrees in here. So it's still freezing in the room, but it's not 10 degrees outside.
Are there any footprints?
Footprints, investigation check.
Can I investigate the
Good
frozen
idea.
blood in the air?
Sure. What are you trying to investigate?
I don't know. I want to touch it.
You can touch it.
Oh, I was saying I snap off a piece of it.
Should I warm it up? Should I thaw it?
By touching it,
All
she'll
the
thaw
blood?
it.
Yeah, so Carrick does snap one off and kind of holding it. As he's holding it, it does begin to melt a little bit because your cube is still on because you never said you turned it off. So it's and again the cube just does it right above freezing. So your warmth and the cube does melt the ice in your hand, and then you have blood kind of drip down in its normal form off of your hand, Carrick.
Carrick, can you identify what kind of blood that is? Is it our victim's blood, or is it these poor fools' blood?
How did you
or
want
is
me
it
to
the
do
murderer's blood? I don't know.
Put that
Does
in
it
the book.
smell the same as the victim? I don't even understand how I could do it. What am I, CSI? What's happening?
Asking you because you
Yes,
haven't.
let me put it into the mass spectrometer and.
It tastes like O negative, so therefore it must. No.
Oh.
Eclipse starts looking around the room, looking and seeing if there was any point of forced entry.
Perception check.
How's a 14 do ya?
14.
Hang on. Make that a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Better. You do notice at the back door, everything looks fine, but you do notice the lock in the back door has too much water around it. So you do notice that there's like a puddle of water on the ground that looks to be somewhat frozen now. But actually in the locking mechanism, in the actual keyhole, there's remnants of water and a little bit of ice inside of the keyhole.
This is going to seem like way out of the world here, but clearly something that can control ice and the temperature came here and killed this person.
And these ones.
Like an angry frost god?
Right, like the same person who's keeping us locked here. Just a hunch.
Is there any items on the dead corpses?
You don't even see corpses. It's
that's
you see
just bits.
parts everywhere. Yeah,
it's just mush.
Luck and Inspo to Eclipse, Nafako, Kiwin, and Carrick.
Thank
you.
you.
And 2 to Kyriel.
I rolled a 17, by the way. Thank you. 17 on
you're looking for
investigation.
footprints, right? So you look around, and there does seem to be 2 other sets of footprints. You did notice that Liana is an elf, and she's not very tall, but she does have small feet. So you do see 3 different sets of smaller feet and 1 set of big feet. And you do follow the bigger feet, and they do lead from the door that Eclipse is at.
Like Bigfoot, big feet, or...
No, just like a bigger
shoes?
Humanoid. Yeah, bigger shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, larger person.
Like a size
Do they look
9,
like
10, you know.
Shoes? Do they look like boot prints?
They are boot prints, yes.
Okay.
Should we open the door?
I don't see why not.
Yes. Well, best to find all the clues possible. Whoever these were, they were able to break through a lock with no problem.
Clearly with ice.
So someone's going through the back door?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
What were they looking for?
Who's going through the back door? Carrick?
Yeah.
Dex save.
Yeah.
I almost said as Kiwin to check the door for traps.
Yeah, that's only a 9.
A 9. So as Carrick, as you go to grab the doorknob to kind of open it up, you instantly take 4 points of cold damage, and your hand is affixed to the doorknob. It is so freezing cold that your flesh and
my
the
God,
moisture in
Trying to
your
take
hand.
someone's hand because your hand was taken.
Eric.
Wait, what did you say?
He's trying to take somebody else's hand because his hand was taken in the other show.
Wait.
Aim.
He has his cube. Does his cube thaw him?
At this point, no. There is something else going on with the
Shit.
the door.
Fireball! No, I'm not gonna do that.
Do I not have?
I have tons of fire
Can we-
stuff. I don't want to hurt you though.
So here, Try this. And Eclipse goes through his sack and pulls out a candle and sees if you have any way to light it.
I have a magic candle.
I can. Oh, I thought that's the candle he was talking about.
Oh, I just have a regular candle.
The candle of the
No.
deep.
I have that.
The candle of the deep. If we put the cube to his hand, does it melt it? Does it help?
If the cube touches his hand, it does warm up enough for him to release the doorknob. Yes.
Oh, so I can just hold it.
Like rubbing it on there. Yeah.
And it legitimately feels like the door knob and the whole metal locking system of the entire door was probably negative 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Like it was cold.
I'd say it seems fair that whatever this is that's doing all this did all this.
You might want to hold on to that cube with that hand for a little bit.
Yes.
Indeed.
Do we want to try and warm the handle, see if there's something worth noting on the other side?
Did the door open at all? Or I just touched it and that happened?
I would say you'd still open it because you have it. You open the door and then your hand gets stuck and you focus on that.
I mean, I can.
Now is everything defrosting?
I can hit it with some.
But the door is open and it does open out to the rest of the town. So it is just a side door to the warehouse.
Okay, so it's just a side door. That it's not like a additional part of the structure.
Footsteps.
Were some of the footprints?
Continue?
Yeah. Did the footprints go through that door?
Another investigation check.
Another. Okay.
I'd like to know while they're doing that if there are any people around, aside from the guards.
Just those two people. No one else is allowed to go in here until they figure out what happened.
So close. 21.
21.
It was almost a nat 20. 21. But...
You do look in the snow in the ground, and you do see the same larger footprints enter the room, enter the warehouse, and then you see them also leave and go back to the main road.
From that same door?
Mm-hmm. So they came in that door, did what they did, and left in that door.
Who would have had eyes on this place at, I don't know, the middle of the night? When would this have happened?
It happened last night, yeah.
Are they Goliath-sized footprints?
There was a Goliath in there, and I don't know if you've seen Goliath before. It wasn't quite that big, no. It does just feel like...
I've seen one Goliath. The leather worker is a Goliath.
Well, also the dead body of the Goliath too.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, like I would think Goliaths have probably like a size like 18 or 20 shoe.
That's my brother's size shoe.
It's a big.
I know. He's 6'8".
Okay,
that's like my uncle's size shoe.
So maybe Goliaths would have bigger feet than that. I don't know. Size 32. Isn't that what Shaq has? It is more of a humanoid figure that's probably in the neighborhood of 6 feet, 6 feet tall. That's about
so a size
so normal size.
We're getting too caught up on the shoe size.
Well, no. I was wondering if the dead Goliath was somehow here, then left, went home, and then he died there. Like maybe they were all. That's what I'm.
So no, this was smaller than the Goliath that's dead, and narrower than the big stubby dwarf feet.
Just for clarification, the lock that was waterlogged, was that the door we came in, or was that this door?
That was this door.
Okay, so this was all the same door. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So is this an alleyway now?
No, it's just like it's just side street. So there are a couple carts out here.
Okay.
It's not even a side street, like a little side yard. So there's a couple of trees and some carts. This is kind of like where they store some of their carts before they, take their goods to wherever they're going. 3 luck and 3 info to Carrick, by the way.
Are there any? Is there like another building nearby that would be like?
There are some buildings, maybe 50, 60 feet in other directions. Look like they're residential.
He's probably.
So maybe they heard something.
Anything else we want to try to gather here first? That could be our next lead.
I mean, I think maybe we should split up. Some people should try following the footprints, and some people should try talking to the people nearby. I mean, if anyone saw something, it could be helpful, but we don't want the longer time goes on, the more the tracks will be trampled.
This one's not much for
Yeah.
conversation. Perhaps
I
this
can go
one
talk
follows
to
the tracks.
I was thinking I'd
Different
talk to people
people.
too. Following tracks in the snow is not
That's
my
not
specialty.
something I think I would like to do. No, my brother was
mind
always
helping.
better at tracking things than I was, but
How far are we from the gates or a guardhouse or anything?
Let me
it's
pull
like
up
in the center, right?
yeah, you guys are still somewhat in the center. Where is my?
So the odds of somebody seeing this perpetrator slim.
Oh, in the middle of the night. I mean, slim to none, because the town is somewhat of a ghost town during the day because it's just so damn cold. It's still somewhat bustling, but it's not like a really, really busy street. So people just mind their business. It's still windy and snowy, so they kind of go into their homes and come back. So by the middle of the night, there's a good chance that nobody would be here. So if you're looking at the map of Travak, you see the town center. You know what? I need to just start putting these on the stream maybe and show you that way. If you look at the town center and you look a little bit to the right, there is like a congregation of buildings, and then there's like a little circle hut. That's where Lady Godfrey is, and Liana's house is like literally kind of across the street and around the block. So there's like some bigger buildings down that way. Yeah. I could probably do a screenshot actually. Let me do that.
Where do we rendezvous?
This
This
back
is always
here,
my favorite
or
place.
yeah,
Where are we rendezvous? What's that mean?
Where do we meet
Rendezvous?
when we finish our
Meet there.
task?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Back.
Here or the tavern?
Why don't we meet at the tavern? We didn't really get a chance to eat breakfast when we got escorted so abruptly from our room.
I am really hungry.
Fair point.
Elscon's eating everything I have. So
So I'm throwing into Discord 3 different circles on the map. The red one is Lady Godfrey's house. The one below it to the right is Liana's house. The one in the center is the blacksmith shop. And the one in the north is the woodworking shop. Just to give you...
where's
our private
the
Discord.
tavern at in relation
tavern is in the
to-
town square.
Okay.
So
by
that
the
that
blacksmith?
still makes sense then.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Yeah, that. So I guess we'll meet at the tavern. I guess Nafako and I will see if anyone heard anything, saw anything.
Yep.
Well,
All right.
Is anybody gonna follow these footprints with me?
Sure, let's go.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Kiwin and Nafako out of the town by themselves.
Oh, like what could go wrong?
Eclipse has
Well,
Eclipse
So
has a
could you,
brief moment of reservation letting those two go off on their own, but
Right? So can you guys walk me through what you're trying to do specifically? Luck and inspo to Kyriel, by the way.
oh, dude, thanks.
Which people first?
Yeah, so like who's doing what is what I'm.
So
I was doing the map thing when you guys were talking about that.
it seems like
Ewan and I are gonna. Ewan and I are gonna canvass the neighborhood
Okay.
for anyone who's seen anything.
And
Okay.
Eclipse, Kyriel, and Carrick are following the prince, it seems.
Okay. So you guys are following the prince, and then Kiwin and Nafako are asking neighbors. Got it. Okay. Okay.
All right.
So people following the tracks do a survival check. And then Nafako and Kiwin do a perception check for me.
It's an inspo. All right.
Yeah.
18.
Ooh, that was a good inspo roll.
Ooh,
Oh, nope, we're rolling that.
much better.
23.
23. So you do notice that some of the neighbors, even though it's a little windy and a little cold and a little snowy, They are
Peeking?
watching you guys. Yeah, oh yeah. They're totally snooping. They very boring, mundane life. The obviously murders are exciting, even though it's terrifying. And then new people in town.
The first peeker I see, I'm gonna give him a wave, and I'm gonna start walking towards their house.
The older woman that you see, like, startles and starts to like trying to go into her door as she's trying to run away from you very slowly.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Oh, I'm so sorry to startle you.
What are you speaking? What language are you speaking in?
Oh gosh, I guess she would have been speaking in. What has she been speaking this whole time?
I mean, it's a good question. Yeah, what was Gwendolyn speaking?
So she, with her family, she speaks Giant, and then she learned Orc through her family, of course.
So it would have been Orc, probably.
So she probably, was speaking Orc.
So this little old human woman has no idea how to speak Orc, and she just hears very aggressive, like, dialect.
I'm gonna speak in common. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not from around here. Sorry if I startled you. My name's Kiwin. This is my friend Nafako. What's your name?
Janice?
Janice. Well, it's really nice to meet you. I noticed you were taking a look at us while we were looking around here.
What? No.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, I was wondering if you were around last night and maybe if you had heard anything or maybe seen anything, since you're so keen to look around.
Well, no, I didn't hear anything. Last night it was early this morning. It was maybe 3 a.m. There was a lot of noise coming from across the street, but I don't know what those house farmers are doing over there. These crazy kids making the plants in the buildings. I don't know what they're doing there.
It's strange.
Well, do you know who else? So do you know Liana?
Yes, I'm familiar with her. Yes.
Do you know who else works with her there? Who else would have been there at 3 a.m. with Liana?
Well, it was always Liana and her two sisters. They would usually work there together all through the night.
Those were the bits.
Excuse me? The what?
Something terrible has happened, unfortunately.
What have you done?
What do you mean?
You said something terrible happened, and I heard noise and I see new people. What happened?
Well, I believe
we're
Liana,
friends.
she got murdered last night, and I think that her sisters.
Oh, this is going swimmingly.
Oh, great. Nafaka puts her hand on Kiwa's shoulders. What my friend is trying to say is that we are really good friends now with Lady Godfrey, and we are trying to find justice for these people. We're trying to make sure that what happened never happens again. And she shows her the coin.
Justice for what people? The people that were murdered? And there's bits? What does bits mean?
I don't know if Kiwin's picking up on any of this. I'm gonna roll a d20 on purple. Okay. I think that she's kind of starting to
Sensing
get
the panic.
Bits of ass. There is lots of bits of ass all over the place. It's very peculiar.
Roll a deception check, please.
Oh gosh. I'm pretty. Yep. Oh, I have a +1 on deception. Okay. Gonna do luck. Okay, 19.
19 deception. Okay, so this is her insight. Bits of ice. I don't understand. There's a murder and bits of ice.
There seemed to be ice magic involved.
Ice magic.
So, I guess my question, my final question here, before I guess we'll let you go inside to calm down, is there was nothing else that you saw before you heard the ruckus.
No.
Anyone lurking
It
around?
was 3 a.m. I was trying to get my sleep, and then there was a ruckus. And now you say there are bits of ice and dead people?
Well, it is very...
She faints.
Oh my God.
She just falls
In
on
the
the
snow?
ground.
I catch her.
Can I try and catch her too?
You can do a dex save if you want.
Both of us.
You both roll one. We'll see what
And
happens.
then we'll both roll a 1.
Don't roll
and
a
we'll, like,
1.
crash into each other.
Put it in
I'm gonna get one on my
I'm gonna
dex.
use a luck. That's much better.
Her.
I rolled a 19.
17.
So that's an 18. I'm rolling an inspo.
You both quickly
So
You
19.
both quickly 19. You both quickly grab her before she falls over, and you're kind of holding her. She is unconscious, and her heart is not beating.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Okay.
God, I
Well,
didn't mean
thankfully
to
it's the
do
paladin and the cleric. I try lay on hands
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God.
for
I will cast.
5 points. Oh my God. Does
5
that-
points, you said?
Yeah, does that seem to restart? I like.
I wish I had calm emotions.
I do have calm emotions. Oh my gosh.
I need to sit down. I need to sit down.
Can we help you inside, Nafkos?
Can we help you inside, ma'am?
Just please get the door.
Okay.
Mm.
Gonna walk
Just
her,
slowly.
open the door for her.
Yeah,
God.
just sort of
Okay.
like put my arm out so she can. Oh my God, we're idiots. This is great. We're so good at things.
I thought we were the ones that were going to be in the mischief. No,
Right?
Those two.
Oh, I'm dying.
I love this so much.
I need to go inside and read my stories. I never read stories like this on murder she writes on parchment. I'm gonna sit down. And she goes and sits down on a chair.
All right. Thank you so much for your help. We're
Look,
so
I'm at a
sorry to
little
bring the
old
bearer of unhappy tidings.
How did I help? I helped you do something? That's lovely.
You know, giving us the time is a very important piece of information.
I am Janice, and who are you?
My name is
tea?
My name is Nafako, and that's so kind of you. So very kind of you.
Nice to meet you. I feel like I've known you for years.
Janice, can I make you tea before we go? I feel.
Yeah, why don't we make you tea? You've been so kind to us.
That would be lovely. Oh, yes, please.
Okay, Kiwan's gonna go and find the kettle and stuff to make her some tea.
And I think Nafako will just make some small talk, be like, "Oh, so you murder she wrote on parchment. Very interesting."
Yes, it is. There was an adventure many years ago, and she would write about these tales. I don't have enough parchment to even explain all the things. It's just lovely. It's lovely. And out of nowhere, almost like she just it just comes into existence in front of her. She just starts knitting, and it's like where the needle and the yarn come from. She's just like,
she is the old woman. It's just inherent within her.
I have added her to the city character sheet because she is now an official
Thank you.
NPC.
Yep.
Janice.
Favorites.
Yep.
Thank you, Ferrix. Thank you.
Make sure to get a sample of that voice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, Kiwan's gonna come have tea with her every day.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Where is Kiwan going to find the time in her schedule?
Oh,
She'll find the time.
please, you two are very lovely. Please come back anytime.
We will. I think we will. Yeah, of course.
Yes. Thank you so much. Just thank you.
Very
and then,
helpful.
so much. Thank you so much. And just shuffle out backwards.
She starts rocking.
I feel like I should do cure wounds on her too.
Maybe.
Should I? I'm gonna, as I'm leaving, I'll pat her on the shoulder and do cure wounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because.
Well, 3 hit.
Disaster babies. Oh my god.
12.
Whoa. Ooh. Feel good.
Are you?
Have a wonderful day.
You too, Janice.
You too. Stay warm. Just close the door. Well,
You killed me. Killed me.
I
You
think
killed
that
her.
went. Nafiko turns to Kiwin as they like stand outside the door for a minute. I think that went well.
I think that went very well.
Point of order, Kiwin, did you turn the stove off?
Of course I did.
Well,
Suddenly we come back to a giant house fire. Oh man.
I don't think
We're
we
covered in
learned
ice.
any information.
we learned that
Is there
there
any-
was 3 a.m. The 3 a.m. time,
3 a.m. I guess, yeah.
and
Is
that
there
we learned
anyone
about the
else?
2 sisters.
Sisters. Okay.
Yeah, there's some
Anyone
good
else
learn.
peeking? Anyone else peeking at us?
Yeah. Anyone else? Any more
Perception
action?
checks.
Anyone else who can
my
give a heart attack?
Oh my god, I'm dead right now.
Means actually having tea with them.
21.
My cheeks cannot
13.
handle this.
That was great.
Oh god.
Okay. You
21.
don't notice anyone else looking at you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess we should head back to
Yes.
the tavern.
Head to the tavern.
That tea
So
was
we're-
good, but I'm so hungry.
So you
I'm
guys were
very
looking
hungry.
for. You were following the tracks, right?
Yes.
What was,
Survival.
words? Survival check. What were your survival checks?
I had a
21.
17.
I don't remember.
Easy enough. So you follow the tracks. It does lead to the town square, where it does start to kind of get lost. There are probably 10 buildings in the general area that the footprints kind of get lost in the shuffle. Oh, I got another like an ins point. Thank you.
This isn't going to help us much.
Eclipse tries to see if he can distinguish the tracks from the others.
You can do an intelligence check if you'd like.
Nope.
Can I help?
Let's luck it, why not? And just for giggles. So that'll be just a straight intelligence check?
Yep.
Cool, so with my modifiers, which are 0, that'll come to a 19.
19. You look around, there is some residential stuff. There is what looks to be the bakery. It does look to be the general store, and the blacksmith shop are all in this area.
The bakery, the blacksmith shop, and the general store.
Yeah.
Should we maybe
bakery.
go look at the blacksmith shop where the other body was found?
Seems to be a good idea. Do we want to rendezvous with the others first, or investigate while we're here?
Well, they're busy talking to some old lady or something.
Yes,
We don't know that.
They may be a while.
Yeah, I guess
Enough
they
time to
wouldn't-
kill an old lady and make tea and then say goodbye. Yeah, so it's a little while.
You're all about Murder, She Wrote on parchment. That should
I was trying to think of something
Ferrex's next
clever,
fanfic.
and then I just added parchment. Like I was trying to think of like, what else could I say? I'm too tired. Let's just add parchment at the end of it.
Killed me. Thanks for that. Thanks.
My grandma loved the shit out of Murder, She Wrote. It was
Of Angela
ridiculous.
Lansbury. She's my
I
idol.
started to die when she said she had to read her stories.
Yeah.
Fully died.
Which is watch. You know, I need to watch my programs or my stories. Oh my
Yeah.
god, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was what Murder, She Wrote, Matlock, and Columbo.
Yes!
Those were the
Yes.
Those are the three.
primos. Okay. So you guys, which shop are you guys going in?
Sounds like the blacksmith.
Okay. So you do enter the
I
blacksmith
need to
shop.
ask you a few questions, Mr. Blacksmith. Were you around at 3 a.m.? Oh, sorry.
There are two guards casually standing in front of the smith shop, but the smith shop is open. So you do walk in, and there is a very large orc male kind of hammering away on some tools.
Was one of the guards' names Campbell?
Because they're standing very casually.
Oh,
Oh.
Sorry.
that was amazing.
I picked
Thing
up
I
what you
heard.
picked up.
Thank you.
There it is.
I am out of chai, and
I was like,
did not pick up
guys,
on that.
Campbell's not on my NPC list. I don't think we've encountered a Campbell.
Exactly.
But you do see, I can't remember if you met Hector before or not, but it is a very large orc male just hammering away on the anvil.
I don't think we have.
We haven't, no.
I don't think so.
Well, at least we know we speak his language.
Maybe.
It'd be funny if we didn't.
What can I do for you?
Well,
You already cleaned up the mess?
You here for Devon? Found his body in the back.
in what state was it?
He was just lying there.
No wounds, no nothing, just dead?
I mean, he had that ice dagger in his heart. But he was a pretty useless apprentice. Didn't think that he'd put up much of a fight if someone tried to kill him.
Sounds like you weren't real happy with him.
He does things piss poor. Takes a long time to do a task. It's good company, though. Find somebody else to help me out now. It's fortunate.
Well, yeah. That is unfortunate.
Is there anything else that perhaps was not in the report or was noted on investigation that you could share with us?
I mean, I don't know what other information you've gotten, but usually Devon sleeps during the day and stays awake at night. The forges tend to run all night long. Rosorium is an interesting metal to form. So his job was to tidy up, complete orders, and make sure the forge didn't set the building on fire. Simple. And yet he used to fuck it up all the time. But the door's always locked, so I don't know how someone got in here and murdered the old fool.
They were alone?
Yes.
May we take a look?
Go ahead.
Eclipse proceeds to the room that he indicated.
Investigation check.
I'm gonna luck that. That's a little better. How's a 15 do you?
15. So you get into the back room. So just to paint you a better picture of the actual forge of this massive blacksmith shop. The rooms in this the ceiling in this room is very, very tall. There's a lot of stonework and some woodwork in the front side of the shop, kind of like the showroom area. But the back part where it's all forge is all stone. There's even very large slabs of stone as like the awning over the shop. So like if the whole building burned down, you would still have the forge and a stone roof over the area. So he would still be able to work if his whole building burnt down. On the back side of the forge, I don't know if you've ever seen like a really old blacksmith forge, is the it's like a bloomery, right? So it's like a very large fan, right?
Hello.
So yeah. So the backside of the bloomery is kind of where you put the ore in to melt down to liquid form, so then you can form it. So all of this is kind of in this blacksmith area, but the bellows of that are on the other side of the wall inside this small room. The room itself looks like it was probably a storage room at some time, only because there are shelves to kind of line all of the spaces of the room. But there is a bed, there is a nightstand, and what looks to be a small chest with a very tiny table at the end of it. So it looks like they have made this storage room into like a living quarters, and Devon would just sit there and pump the bellows all night long to keep the fires going for the forge.
Are there any other doors into this room apart from the one that we came in through?
There is a door that leads out. It leads to another space. You don't know if it goes out. But there is another door that goes, so he could come in and out freely without disturbing the guests or the people. So he's like, the impression that you're getting is that he doesn't come out in the front of the shop. Like he's always just in the back doing his thing.
Eclipse goes to the other door and checks it out.
Okay. That's funny. I just said the same thing that Cody did. Eclipse, you got a luck and inspo.
Thank you.
It's from your roommate.
Thank you, Ryan.
Investigation check.
How's a 12 do ya?
A 12. Looks like a similar situation to what you saw at the warehouse.
With the water in the lock?
Yes.
Same method of entry, it seems.
We probably shouldn't touch that doorknob.
Yeah.
How's your hand?
Seems fine now.
That's good.
I'll say.
Eclipse checks the room, looks for anything
Yeah, I was
unusual.
gonna say the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. You guys can do another investigation check. But the door and the door lock, it does look exactly the same. And as you get closer and now you're kind of knowing what you're looking for, you do feel the coldness coming off of the metal towards your face. So it is very much the same situation.
Got it.
26.
16. Oh, never mind.
16, 26.
Yeah, I'm not gonna beat a 26. I'll just accept my 5.
I got a +7
So
on my
you do investigate the room. It is very, very basic. It does have an interesting smell. There are no other clothes or any other major personal effects. There is a little wooden horse and what looks to be like a small dagger on like the nightstand. Possibly like he's carving it or something. But there's nothing in the nightstand and there's nothing in the chest either. Everything is empty, cleared out.
And there's no indication that there was footprints or anything inside, or wet footprints, or.
With those investigation checks, it's hard to tell in here. There is a remnants of wetness because this space it's a fucking forge, so it's really hot in here. So someone who has snow on their shoes walks inside, there's gonna be water on the floor, and there is remnants of water on the floor.
Are there any remains of, like, is this still like a crime scene, or was it like cleaned up?
Yeah.
With those checks, I mean, it looks like he fell on the ground right where like in the middle of the floor.
Okay.
So there's no sign of struggle.
But it's not like a mess like the other place was.
No. No, definitely not. Definitely that was people trying to fight back. Everything that you just heard about him as a person and this whole situation, some crazy magic user who kills people with daggers in their heart, he probably was pleading for his life or something like that and just died. Like there was no struggle, there was no attempt to run away, no attempt. There are like items and tons of things to defend himself, but everything seems to be tidy and in place.
Great. Less clues.
Well, perhaps if we find a safe way to exit this door, perhaps another clue will present itself.
Why don't we just walk around the building?
Also a fair point.
Great.
We do that. unless someone objects.
Can I take the wooden horse and the dagger?
Sure.
I'll put it in my...
Yeah, I mean he's not paying attention, so yeah, you don't need to roll a sleight of hand. So yeah, you take the little wooden horse and the dagger.
Okay.
You take some time with your continued investigation checks. You walk around the space. You don't see those footprints anymore. You don't see anything else that sticks out. Everything looks like it's the same.
No footprints going out the other side of that door?
I mean, you do briefly, but then it goes right into the main thoroughfare. Yeah, and it's lost in there.
Got it.
I mean, you can try to do another survival check to see it, but you'd have to roll a natural 20.
Oh, what the hell? Nope.
Nope.
Natural 2.
Yeah, natural 4.
Almost.
Yeah, just listening to you. It's fine. It's cool.
But about that time, you do finish kind of investigating this space. You do see Nafiko and Kiwin kind of walking down that other main road towards the tavern.
I guess we gotta go meet up.
Yes, no more information to assess here.
Okay. So as you begin to walk towards one another, towards the tavern, that's where we're going to take a break, actually. So go ahead and enter shirt in the chat to win a official Let It Roll graffiti D20 shirt that I'm wearing right now.
Let it roll!
April and Eddie are wearing.
Because it's the bit.
Yeah.
Let it roll.
All...
Let it roll.
Cool. So, yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, y'all.
Let it
And
roll.
we will see you guys soon. Welcome back. Congratulations, Bear Does. Bear Does, if you are in the chat, we need you to respond. You have won the t-shirt, and you have a Millennium Falcon as your icon. So as a resident solo here, I appreciate that. But you do have to be here to win the prize. If we do not see you, I will have to pick somebody else. So as you all reconvene in the town square, actually prior to getting to the tavern, midday maybe. What do you guys want to do?
Hey guys.
Did you find anything?
Not much. Pretty much we saw one other scene, similar tendencies to what we saw before. Same entry.
Blood.
Less blood. But
We went to the blacksmith.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Did the tracks
It was
lead there?
warm. No, and nothing was frozen in there either. It was all melty.
Yes, all the tracks led to the same place, which is this square.
They were just kind of all muddled with all the other footprints.
Well, we met a real nice,
Really nice.
old lady, Janice, and she told us that it happened around 3 a.m, and she had sisters. So I think maybe that might be the bits of people that we found might be the sisters. So.
Oh.
Interesting, because the blacksmith did say that the victim was home alone late at night.
I mean, it is very strange that why one person is like otherwise mostly perfectly preserved with the frozen knife, but the other two are completely just...
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Given what little information we know, it seems possible that one of them fought back, the other did not.
Weren't there
true
3 sets of footprints aside from the big boots in the...
Some smaller ones.
So I think there might have been two sisters?
Yeah, did the smaller ones leave the house, just out of curiosity? Because I know we ended up following the main larger prints, but
Didn't look like it.
the small prints were just around the house.
Because there were also 2 more corpses in that house.
And
Right.
for what we saw, it was just like a pureed human or more than humans. There could have been a couple of humans there.
Or
I'm
elves?
telling you, y'all, I really want to talk to these dead folk. I think that they'll have the answers we're looking for.
The only one you could talk to would be the blacksmith's apprentice. The other ones were mush.
Well, there were three bodies
No, there were 3 bodies that had the ice knives.
that Gwendolyn had. Liana.
Honestly,
and...
I think that I want to speak to Liana because they seem to have put up more of a fight as far as what I can tell so far. So maybe they got a better look at them. I mean, I don't know. Like you guys said that it was all melty.
A decent look.
Well, we still have one more place to check out.
Well, did we want to grab some sustenance first before we lose our appetites?
Yes.
You still have one, huh? All
Oh,
right.
of course.
Yeah, I am
this
real
one is
hungry.
not. This one's not affected by such sights, but others may be a little more
Nor
sensitive.
am I.
Let's
Well-
go.
Okay. So you head to the tavern just to get some food?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I thought we were going to the third crime scene. Oh,
I
you
thought
wanted... Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
food.
I'd say we could get it to go, but I don't think that's a good idea.
But you could take some time, you
got
can
the
get some
box.
food.
When I got it, it was warm. Now it's a pop.
Have a short rest.
Short rest if you guys need the effects of a short rest, and you guys can just spend 5 silver for some food.
But can I spend some more to fill up my chest?
Sure.
How much more?
We'll say you get a gold worth of food. Fills it up.
Okay. Perfect.
Cedric, did you tell anyone anything about us?
No one asked.
Did you know that they were going to come and take us?
No. I mean,
They just showed up.
They showed up. They asked which room you all were in. I have to say yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't say anything else.
Well, speaking of Cedric, can I go ahead and prepay for that month?
Oh yeah.
It does appear we might be staying for a while.
I think we'd all like to keep our rooms if they aren't scheduled for someone else.
Sure.
Yes. Me.
What's that?
It's somebody's cell phone is near something, I think.
Yeah, I think Cedric was a little overwhelmed at the notion of getting 5 gold so quickly.
Maybe. I'm hoping it's not my Bluetooth earpiece, because it happened once before.
Yeah, last stream.
How much is it for the month?
What would I say?
It was a gold. It was 1 gold.
Gold.
It was 1 gold for the whole month.
Got it.
All right.
I recall flipping that coin.
Oh, yeah.
He already paid up. He's like, we know.
You all thought I was crazy.
We did.
Wow.
The jury is still out.
Ha! Good one.
All right. Are we going to head to this other location?
Yes, we should probably not waste any more time.
Okay. So you guys are heading to the log place?
Sure,
Okay.
if that's the last one we haven't checked yet.
So it takes you about 30 minutes or so to get there. It is on the north side of town. It's a fairly large town. And you do get there, and there are 2 human militia guards at the front. What can I do for you?
Hello.
What language are they talking to us in?
Human.
Okay.
We got our coins. We're here to investigate.
Okay. It seems like there's a fresh one in there too.
What do you
Promote
mean?
yourself.
So someone just died in here while you're watching?
Is that what they
No.
said?
When we got here, he was here. We already told Lady Godfrey. Not sure what to make of it.
Do you know who it is?
It seems to be Hevo's brother.
And what's his brother's name?
Kalor.
Deadle.
Interesting.
All right.
Did you know these brothers?
Not really. Yeah, not really.
Well, anything you know might help.
Well, we know we got word that Havol was killed, and he was killed right over here, and he kind of points to where like there's piles of wood, and like a chopping device, axe. Wow. But when we got here, they told us to take a look at the area, and we looked inside, and there was another one dead on the inside. Seems to be the same means. Eddie, can you do a battle camp?
Oh, go to the battle camp? Yep.
Oh.
Helps if I'm actually on the right screen. Give me 1 second. There we go. Hey, look at that.
Boom.
Boom.
Okay.
So, let me get my cursor. So he points to over here. There's an axe here, piles of wood. You see, a cart and all the other things here as well. The 2 guards are kind of standing over here. Pretend you can't see the inside. Imagination.
I guess we better find out. Perhaps we should start with the back door this time.
And Eclipse walks around to
Well,
where
make sure
he
you
thinks the back
check
door
it.
might be.
See if we see the same watery leftovers. The back door.
Okay. So who's going to the back door? Eddie? Okay.
Eclipse and Garrick.
Okay, so do an investigation check.
There we go.
Golly gee willikers, Batman. I got the same roll twice. Is that
18.
1 onto that,
18.
so 9.
9. With the 18, you look at the door. This door does look like it is busted. So it looks like forcefully it was opened. It does not look to be cold or iced at all.
That's weird. Exactly. Maybe this is someone hiding the fact that they're doing something else while other things are happening. Or there was several perpetrators and only 2 of them had ice power.
Without actually touching the door, Eclipse holds his hand up to the handle to see if it still gives off the same chill.
Nope.
He tries the door.
The door kind of swings open. It looks like the top hinges are off by a little bit. But no, it seems like it's fine.
Forced entry.
Could you actually go back to RP real quick for me?
Yep.
So people don't throw up while they're watching the stream.
Hang on. Shroop. There we go.
Motion sickness.
So, forced entry, not the same methods.
Strange.
But
Very.
well, the body was the same, or at least
They said
Havel's body we saw was killed in the same way, but was found outside.
Did we miss? Oh, did we miss that detail? Oops.
That's what he said. He was found by the wood piles, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, the apprentice?
The wood chopper.
The wood chopper, the Goliath
All right,
wood
Eddie, you
chopper
can
was
go back.
found outside.
Okay. So question DM. When you say that the door seemed like it was forced, did it seem like it was forced going out or going in?
Yes. Out.
Going
So-
out.
Someone inside ran out the door, or broke the door from the outside, from the inside out.
Got it. So perhaps it was not the culprits making their way in, it was our victim trying
I
to
imagine we
escape.
better check the front door first
Hmm.
before making that decision. If this was forced out, then perhaps somebody was escaping, which means we might have an eyewitness.
Keewan's gonna walk over to the front door.
Okay.
Unless the person who was escaping was the Goliath who was found outside.
True.
Is the front door cold?
It is not.
No. All right, she's gonna walk through.
So when you walk through, everyone gets inside. What you see is what you see. In the middle of the room, there is a large Goliath body with a frozen dagger coming out of his chest. His skin does look like a palish blue. You see a fire going on the back wall. The fire is simmering now, and it looks like there's a fish of some sort on a spit. There is right next to his body is like a pot of some stew or something that also the fire that was doing that is also simmering as well. Luck and inspo to Keewan.
Thanks.
Eclipse walks over to the fish, sniffs it, and then tries to get back to actually paying attention to the room.
It is just a little overcooked. It's still somewhat fresh.
Well, they're not eating it. Pull it off.
Eclipse takes it.
Well,
Oh, we
That's
should start.
interesting.
I
So that-
can I cast detect magic?
Yes.
Thank you. Is there any magical things?
So when you cast detect magic, other than the items that you guys have, there are chests of coin and weapons and other things like this, where they're storing their stuff. The only thing in the room that you're not carrying that pings with magic is the dagger that is in the guy's heart.
Oh, like it's like an
There's
actual
one left?
dagger?
It's like a dagger made out of ice.
Eclipse looks around
Can
to
I-
see if anything was taken, or looked like anything was taken.
Perception check.
I'm gonna cast Identify on it as a ritual. On the dagger.
How long does that take?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, so you sit down and start casting the ritual. Okay.
16. Wait, was it perception or investigate?
Either is fine.
If it's perception, that's a 19.
Okay. You look around. There does look like there was a struggle in here. There does look like some things were knocked over. Some of the chests looks like, because the room itself looks very tidy and organized, but it does look like things are a little out of place. It's hard to tell. You've never been in here before. Everyone roll a perception check for me.
Oh, by the way, I'm touching the dagger.
You're touching the dagger.
Yeah,
Okay.
while I'm casting it. I don't know if that's going to make a difference.
That shouldn't, but you actually don't get the roll. Well,
23.
23. When you visualize a ritual, are you like eyes rolling back and you're like having kind of thing, or are you very aware of what's going on?
No. I'm just like concentrating on it.
Got it.
So
Okay,
yeah,
then
that wouldn't be. Well, I guess it's not concentration, but I mean.
Yeah. So then you do perception with advantage. Everybody else perception.
Dirty 20.
19.
20. 19.
This is a strangely tasty fish.
Very, very focused. Okay, so as you all are kind of investigating the room, so I'll put clips up here. There we go, right there. So you guys are kind of in this room. You're looking around. The back door is kind of partially swung open or whatever. Kyriel, you touch the dagger and you start to cast this ritual spell. You notice at first that the creature's eyes open up and you see blue and white, like his eyes, almost like if he was blind. Can everyone please roll initiative?
Oh dear. Ice zombie!
Oh, right.
So this is before I complete the ritual.
Ooh,
That's right when I touched it.
Navigo.
It's not quite it's not because you touched it, no, but it does happen before the 10 minutes is up. Unfortunately.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Uh,
a
It's
ritual.
not turning into ice zombies.
So let's see. Nafko, you had a natural 20. What does that
I
turn out to
did.
be?
20.
20. Eclipse?
26.
The fuck?
Alert.
Alert.
I'm happy you took that.
Ooh, nice.
Nafko. Okay, let's see. Carrick?
12.
Kiwin?
8.
And Kyriel.
13.
Oh. Sorry. So we do.
I need to talk to
Right,
the
and then-
enchanter, the Owens enchanter.
And get some decks in your life?
Well, because I had that really cool shield that would give me advantage on initiative, but Kiwin wants to use her brother's shield, so I need to figure that out.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. The transference, which
Right.
is a mechanic that I've added. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So top of the order, Eclipse. As you're kind of looking through the stuff, like you kind of jolt back as this large Goliath creature on the ground, eyes open up, and he begins to sit up.
It's moving! What is this? Eclipse, daggers out, drawn, moves towards it, holds an action to attack if it acts aggressively.
Okay. And you get one attack with an action, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're holding one attack. If it does act aggressive, you're going to stab it. Got it. Nafko.
Interesting. I am. Yeah, I am going to cast Sanctuary on Kyriel because she was sort of right in the middle of all of that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And that's I have to roll to see if I attack her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, if it goes to attack her, then it has to make a wisdom save, and if it fails, it has to attack somebody else.
It's probably gonna fail. Yeah, it's good. Good choice. All right. Anything else? Staying there? Moving?
Where am I? I guess I'll get closer. Yeah. I'll go right up to it.
Carrick.
Shit.
This large Goliath creature with a long red beard. No, I'm kidding. You just see that the Goliath does start to like sit up.
That's not good though, considering it was dead. So I guess I'm gonna have to hit it.
Okay. Maybe he just wants his fish back. All right, roll for attack.
Probably does want that fish back. He says it's
he
incredibly tasty.
He is prone, so you do have advantage.
Good
Awesome.
seasoning, bit overcooked.
Okay, well that sort of helped. It is a good God. I'm going to use the maul, I guess, because I'm close. So it's a 25 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and it's 2d6, biatches. Oh, come on. That's a whopping 7 points of damage. Woohoo!
Got it. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to attack again.
Go for it.
I guess, you know what? I'm going to use the purple. Let's do that. Oh.
You do have advantage. No, you have
I have
advantage.
advantage. That's right. Yeah,
Oh,
luck.
Now you use that luck. There you go.
There you go.
That was so bad. Okay. I get to re-roll the 1 because of reasons. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of damage there.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess that's it. I'm just standing there menacing.
The frozen zombie Goliath, best thing I can call it right now, does stand up, weapons drawn. Eclipse.
That is a fucking song, bro.
Okay, Ellipse is taking his slash at it. Since there is a ally within 5 feet, he gets sneak attack.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying to remember.
Lots of outlines.
What's the bonus on sneak attack? Oh, that's right, because I leveled up. I get an extra d6.
Two. Yeah, it's 2d6, right?
It's 3.
3. Ooh, look at you, d6er.
Level
Holy
5.
shit! Is that Andy or Kate in the chat?
Griffin Co. Hi guys, how's the new house?
I've seen pictures of like the family room getting set up.
Awesome. Sorry.
That will be for 19 piercing damage.
19 piercing. Did you roll the hit?
Oh, no, I suppose I should do that first, shouldn't I? Minor details. Forgive me. How's a natural 20 do you?
Okay. Okay. So what's your max damage? Plus 19?
Does that include the sneak attack in the max damage?
It does. All dice damage is double.
Oh, criminy.
max.
So that will be 22 possible damage, plus my modifier, or no plus modifier?
No modifier, just the
Okay,
dice.
so just the dice, that'd be 22.
22 plus 19 is
41.
41 points of holy shit damage.
Wow. That's a
Rogues when they crit, man. Good night.
quite a reaction strike there.
Okay. It gets up. It's still up. It just takes a super hard stab in like its chest. It's gonna attack you, Eddie, because that was naughty.
That's fair. That's fair.
So he's gonna make its first attack with a very large axe. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
And what was the status on the long red beard? Was it yes or was it?
No, it's not a long red beard.
Just Goliath's axes, you know.
Those are Motul Goliaths. These are
normal Goliaths don't
Goliaths,
have hardly any hair.
Yeah. 17 hits you, right?
Yes, it
so
does.
you need to make a. We'll call it a con save.
Okay. for con. How's an 18 do ya?
18 succeeds. So you take 12 points of slashing and 8 points of cold, and you are not frozen.
So Eclipse's reflexes have honed since the last session, so he uses his reaction to uncanny dodge.
Okay. And read uncanny dodge to me real quick again. I play rogue and I can't remember it verbatim.
You can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack.
Got it. That's fine. So go ahead and have that. I don't know if you're resistant to cold or anything, so have...
No.
I thought that was for dex attacks, like dex saving throws? No,
it just says when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack.
Yep.
Cool.
You use your reaction. Oh, you already used your reaction, so you
that was a
can't do
held
that.
action.
But your held action, it counts as a reaction when you use it.
Does it?
I'm pretty sure it does. Other DMs?
That's interesting.
I don't
I'm
think it
pretty
does.
sure it. Hang on.
Let's
do a fact check.
I would say to let him use his reaction as my DM, putting my DM hat on.
Yeah, it actually does say you. Or where'd it go? The verbatim.
Eric says in the book, it says held action is a reaction.
Oh, you're right. You're
Yep.
right.
Oh,
it is.
okay.
So I cannot uncanny
I
dodge
changed
it.
my mind then.
Yep. Because
Alright.
you use your reaction to use the held. All right. So that was 12 plus. What was the cold?
8.
Ouch.
Well, you can't say it wasn't a well-used reaction.
No, it was an
True.
amazing reaction.
It was a
Yeah.
well. I'm not denying it. I'm not denying it. He was.
It's one of those
yeah.
circumstantial things that we've never really encountered before. So
Yeah.
it's fun.
No, that's it.
Okay,
and
so
learn.
that's his first attack. He's going to then take his second attack on Carrick.
We've probably
Uh,
encountered it before, but just forgot that we used a held action.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah. So I'm not sleeping that much. 18 hit, Carrick.
Yep.
Con save.
Con save. Con save is a 19.
Okay. So you take 9 points of slashing and 7 points of frost cold damage.
So 16 points?
Mm-hmm. That ends its turn. It stays right there. It is now Kariel's turn.
When it was standing up, I never let go of the knife, so I'm holding the frozen knife.
Okay.
Stick it back in!
It is still embedded in the creature's chest.
Wait, what?
I didn't pull it out when it stood up.
It did not pull out when he stood up.
So it slipped out of her hand?
So yeah, no, she's still holding on to it because she said she was still holding on to it. So she's holding on to it. It's in its chest, and he's just swinging away at your friends.
Yeah, I mean, he's big. I'm kind of big. Okay. So I'm going to, still with like touching the knife and also centering on him, I'm going to cast Burning Hands and try to burn the knife and him.
Burning.
No, because I'm doing up. So, and he's big. So
It goes out in a cone, so it would spread up and down, technically.
Set
Right?
the roof on fire.
everybody.
The roof is on fire. Is this a 15-foot tall house?
It's a save,
Well,
right?
actually, he's facing everybody, and so I would have been moving around with him. Would he have moved me if he turned around to attack people?
I mean, for the purposes of this, I mean, you'd still be roughly in the same spot. I mean, so if you don't want to let go of the dagger,
Then he would
someone
have
would
turned me
probably-
around to them, and I'd
A
be
little bit,
facing
yeah.
away from them.
so
I'd be
it's-
facing away from my friends.
You'd be facing Nafako though, or not Nafako. You'd be facing Kiwin though. If
Oh.
if he turned that way, you'd be
That's fine.
facing this way.
That's cool. Okay, that's cool.
Is it a save?
Well, I don't want to. I'm not gonna burn her. That's fine.
I really wanted the house to get caught on fire though. That would have been fun.
It's not that big. It's only a 15-foot cone. It's not.
How
that
many
big.
houses do you know that have 15 feet between floor and roof clearance?
I mean, it is a Goliath's home, to
Yeah,
This
that's
is true.
that's
This
what
is
I
true.
was
That's
thinking.
I mean, I think I'm within 15 feet of you.
Cool.
Right?
I'll just do an unarmed strike against it and try to hit the blade.
Okay. You can roll for attack.
No. Fails. It's a 6.
6? Yeah. So you still maintain holding the dagger if you choose to, but you do try to take a whack at him, but misses.
No, I was trying to hit the dagger.
Trying to hit a dagger. So yeah, it would still miss the dagger.
I was trying to
Do you
break
want
it.
to? Do you want to let go of the dagger, or are you gonna like?
I will now. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
hit it and then let go.
Okay. So you hit the dagger. I say you hit the dagger because it's just a dagger. The dagger doesn't have a high AC. It doesn't come out of his chest. It does stay inside of his chest, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay.
Those other corpses still have the daggers in their chest, right?
They do.
They did.
Okay.
Kiwin.
My turn. Finally. Cool. All right. Scorching ray. As I'm backing up towards that chest, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at it.
And what is Scorching Ray?
It's going to be 3 rays of fire. I am going to use a look.
Okay, got it.
Scorching rays.
I'm going to use an inspo too. Yeah, that 28. Why did I use an inspo? But yeah, 28.
That
should
hits?
hit, right?
You need to make darn sure that you hit.
Yeah, I really wanted to make sure I hit. Okay. So that's 66. So give me a moment. Three.
What level spell is this?
I don't know, but it's got a lot of math.
Got a lot of dice. I like it.
It's
That's
just
20 points of fire damage.
Got it.
Second level spell, by the way.
20 points of fire damage. Did you roll an attack for each beam? Or you just rolled one?
No, I didn't. I just rolled one. Okay.
Did you roll for the other two too? Just for...
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
14, 15, 21 for the second beam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put an inspo on that. $15 on the third one.
15 just hits.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, 20 points of fire damage.
20 points. He's not looking too great. Anything else on your turn?
Just backing up towards the. Backing up. Let me get my pointer over here. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Top of the order, Eclipse. You're all just wailing on this reanimated dead thing.
Does it seem like it's even being afflicted by our attacks?
It does. I mean, it looks like it's a giant popsicle that's wielding weapons at you, but it does look like bits of it are starting to fall off, especially after that scorching ray.
Probably pretty thawed now.
Eclipse doesn't really know what to make it this. He's just going to take another swing at it.
Go for it.
How's a... Let's throw an inspo on that just for giggles. How's a 22?
Hits.
I still have lots of friends very close to this thing, so I'm going to throw my sneak on that as well.
Got it.
So that'll come to 11, 17, 22 piercing damage.
22 piercing damage. Eclipse, the choice is yours.
He's just... The first stab clearly made its impact. The second stab, he's just like, go down! He's just stabbing just
full on just like doesn't understand what this thing is. It's like it should not be standing up right now.
So you jump on the chest of this Goliath. He slams to the ground, and you're just kind of stabbing it incessantly until it stops moving. You see the essence in his eyes fades, and he is now dead. Again. We've been playing D&D too much time.
What was that?
Y'all, I think maybe that probably happened at Gwendolyn's, right?
I was just thinking the same thing.
I'm not going to be able to talk to them now.
Well, you can't?
I don't think so. I don't think you can talk to undead who died. Isn't that what this is?
Is that what you
I mean,
call
it was
this?
dead, and now it's not dead.
This one has never seen anything like this before.
Well, it was dead, and then it was undead, and now it's dead again.
I don't understand. But if it's dead again, then could you talk to it? Should we run to Gwendolyn in case they're attacking her right now? Could this come alive again?
To her? I couldn't message her.
Oh, that might be a good idea.
I mean, I won't be able to talk to anyone else. I wanted to send a send a message to Knack, but I also more pressing.
This might be a bit more pressing.
She could be in danger right now.
I'm gonna cast sending to Gwendolyn.
You're gonna cast sending to Gwendolyn? How long is the sending? Is that just an action for the spell?
Yeah, one action.
One action, yeah. So you cast the sending spell.
Hi there, Gwendolyn. It's Kiwin. We had a little bit of a situation, just wondering how the dead bodies are doing.
Oh my god.
I can't cast sending anymore, so.
Kiwin, do I know you?
She would know who I am, even if I didn't say my name. It states that in the spell.
Yeah, but does she know you enough to remember if she knows you?
It says
she doesn't remember.
The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you. But we just met.
But she's stuck on the Kiwin thing, because I don't think you told her your name was Kiwin, did you?
Oh, I most definitely did. I always say.
Yeah,
okay,
she does.
So I'll start over. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Of all the characters, yes.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. Lick to get to the center of a frozen Goliath.
All right. Kiwin, what are you going on about? The bodies are still lying on the ground.
All right, guys. Well, I guess the bodies are not attacking her at this moment, but I can't cast sending again to tell her to watch if potentially they might attack her.
I think we should bring this body back to Gwendolyn and then make sure we contain all the bodies somewhere where they can't attack anybody.
Agreed.
That would be a good idea. Yeah.
We should
the only
probably
thing...
call that place a morgue.
Was there a cart or anything to that? I remember seeing from the map that there was a cart outside.
Yep. There's a small cart outside.
Eclipse goes and grabs the cart.
Okay.
Grab a blanket from the bed, put it over.
I was gonna say, are we just gonna be carting of bodies or
put it over the body?
Dead.
Okay, so this is sort of strange. I mean, I guess they must have been awake when the killer came, right? They were making breakfast. Isn't it the middle of the night?
Or dinner.
Unless the killer was making breakfast after he'd done all his murders for the night.
Bum, bum, bum.
That is
It's a
an
theory.
interesting thought.
That is yes, a very interesting thought.
Should we ask a neighbor? Is there a neighbor around that we can see?
I think we should get back first and then come back and ask the neighbor. But if it was outside and it was early enough that they were or late enough that they were eating.
I mean, if he was killed outside, certainly someone saw.
Not
right?
everybody's on the same schedule, you know.
I mean, obviously.
Anybody can do a really quick intelligence or history check.
Well, let's see.
15.
15. Okay.
Oh.
It's gonna be the same regardless.
20, dirty 20.
Yeah, it's just
20.
It's
Okay.
like 11.
Looking around, I mean, with the amount of soot and everything, the two fires that were cooking the food definitely have been smoldering for a while. You don't think that fire was like a 3 o'clock in the morning fire. This was more like a evening
last
fire.
night dinner fire.
Mm.
Yeah,
The fish wasn't
that long.
Yes, did tasted quite overcooked.
Yeah, it was definitely overcooked. Which would, especially with the 20, it's like they're eating dinner, possibly attacked. They died. The fire kept burning, overcooked the food, and eventually went out.
Perhaps this was one of the first victims, yet the body is fresh.
That doesn't.
I mean, it's just as fresh as the other ones. They just didn't know that the guards assumed that he was killed.
It doesn't matter. We're dealing with somebody who can control ice and the elements. Clearly, they can freeze people to last as long as they want, and bless you.
Well, in either case, perhaps we return this to Gwendolyn and see where to go from here.
Do we want to split up again and have Kiwin and I ask around the neighbors?
Do they think that there is anything else to ascertain?
Are you... You
if
want
anyone saw
tea?
anything.
Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, no, I just think we should ask people, but we could come back here later. I'm just wondering if do we want to all go together right now to Gwendolyn? I suppose if they could be attacking her at any minute, maybe we should all go.
Yes,
and then contain that situation.
Yes, perhaps we get this under control first and then continue from there.
Again, if these things aren't animating back at Gwendolyn's, I mean, tomorrow I can talk to them as long as they're not undead.
This is fair. Perhaps we make sure that they are restrained
contained
and contained.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. So are you all following the cart?
Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
Yes. Blanket over the body.
Okay. Kyriel, did you want to finish your thing while people are carting the thing?
Yeah.
Just have like a hand under the blanket.
Remind me what Identify does. It's what School of Magic, right?
It's
No, I think you
divination, right?
No, what do you identify? You know exactly what it is?
So I learn its properties, its magical properties, how to use them.
What the tax?
Whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has, if any. I also learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. And if the item was created by a spell, I learn the spell which created it.
That's super effective.
Ewan would have stayed back and waited for Kyriel. She wouldn't have.
Well, I was thinking
when y'all were talking about all that, I was still
okay.
I was still identifying. But...
So the item is created by natural means. It's like something inherently from whoever used it. So it was not. It's more like a racial ability than a spell. And it does have the properties of like animating dead, which is obvious. And there are other cold properties to it. So it does seem like it, as it was stabbed into someone's heart, it instantly killed the creature, but then something about the cold like injects into the heart to get it up and moving again under a different influence. But you do take 10 minutes or so to do that and then walk towards her house, Eclipse.
Did Kyriel relay that information to everyone?
Oh, it's just it's a regular ice dagger. Something about it made I don't know the spell, but something about it made this guy come back to life.
The dagger did it.
Wait a minute.
So it's only a matter of time.
Shop.
Or the ice or something. There's something I don't know.
He had
picks up the pace.
Too.
What was that, Kurt?
The apprentice at the blacksmith shop had one of those in him too. If this is doing it to them, then we need to get back there before.
Yeah, they all had one.
They did.
So all of these bodies could be reanimating.
Right. That's why we're all going back.
Yes. Picking up the pace.
With haste.
Okay. So you all get back to the leader house for Lady Godfrey. And as you approach, there are, maybe 2 guards outside just kind of shooting the shit. And you walk up with the cart, and so you're outside the main door.
Hi. We got our coins. We're here to speak with Lady Godfrey.
Sure. Go ahead in.
Thank you.
Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
Okay. Leaving the cart outside. I'm assuming I don't think it'll fit through the front door. Or are you bringing the body with?
Watch these bodies.
Excuse me?
Probably bring the body with.
I think we should bring it with. Just carefully wrap it up.
Yes. Eclipse.
I can pick it up and she'll just throw it over her shoulder.
Okay.
All right.
That works too.
Carry on. So as you walk into the main hall, there's it's like a main area, and then there's a couple hallways that lead out into other parts of the house. Everyone do a perception check for me.
Natural 20. So it's just a 20.
16.
16.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
10.
8.
10. So the 220s, you hear the sound of metal hitting metal down one of the hallways.
Uh-oh. Nafiko starts
Drop the
sprinting.
body.
She's fighting!
Drop the body. And chase after the sound, yeah.
Yep.
Great.
Seeing
So,
Nafika run, follow.
As you hear the sound, you immediately jolt down the hallway to get to where you feel like you need to get to. Can everyone roll initiative for me?
Dun, dun.
And Eddie, can you switch to scenes?
Switching scenes.
Ooh, that's a 19.
19. Okay.
Our
I gotta do
fortunes
that
have
first.
changed. Keelan.
We have
Maybe that
switched.
saved me. Not much. Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
And suddenly there was an earthquake at the castle.
Look at your eyes.
Okay.
And
So
suddenly everyone vomited on their keyboard.
20 and above.
Synthetic.
I actually didn't get 20.
That
I
minus
did.
1 dex.
I got
Okay.
19.
19 for Kiwin. Okay. Guys, you rolled a natural 20 and then it becomes a 19. That's terrible.
That sucks.
That hurts.
Next
Okay.
ability score bump, I can go up to a 0. But that's as far as she's going to go with Dex. Because Kiwin's not Dex.
That's terrible. Okay, so let's see. So Carrick, Kyriel, what'd you get?
13.
13. Okay. Kai, what'd you get?
14.
Okay. And Afko?
4.
Got it. Okay, so we have...
I'm going last.
Which is funny because you were chased, you bolted first.
Right. I mean, just kind of like how Eclipse rolled really bad on the perception check, but was top of the order.
Yeah.
This has happened before,
Mm-hmm.
where I charged into a room first and I was like, wait, what do I do? Oh no.
What am I missing? Oh, there So you all burst through this open doorway, and what you see is the large Goliath with a dagger coming out of his chest, sparring with Lady Godfrey. Oh. Top of the order, Eclipse.
Eclipse is going to run in to the back of said Goliath and stabby.
Okay. Awesome. Roll for attack. You have advantage because you are flanking. Also, luck and inspo to Carrick.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Plus sneak attack. That will be 13, 17, 22 piercing damage.
How much?
22.
22. Okay. Okay.
And for bonus action, we are going to go ahead and... How far away is this, you can't see what I'm pointing at, this table over here?
It's, I don't know, 30 feet.
Eclipse is going to disengage and set himself over by that table.
Okay. Alright. One thing I don't like about my new arm is it's very wobbly. Kiwin.
Okay. I am going to come over this way a little,
okay,
so we're not clogging up the front, and Scorching Ray again. So 3 fire bolts going towards him.
Okay.
So first one I will use a luck. 22 to hit for the first one. So that's 8 fire damage.
Okay.
Second attack is 21 to hit.
Hit.
8 fire damage. And the third ray is 18
hits.
To hit. 9 fire damage.
Okay. Got it. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. So let's see. He sees you guys all come in here. You're launching fire bolts at it. No, it's gonna keep swinging on her. So it does land 1 hit, and she makes her save. And misses with a second. So she's still looking okay, but she did get whacked. Ends the Goliath's turn. It's now Kyriel's turn.
So it's just the Goliath?
The Goliath's the only one that's fighting anybody right now, yes.
Do we see the other dead bodies?
Sure.
Or dead?
They are lying on the ground right about there.
Okay. I'll stay where I'm at, and I will point my finger at the Goliath, and I will shoot 3 goosehead missiles at it. Pew, pew, pew. For 12 force damage.
12 force damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And they're not
Anything
moving?
else?
Please tell me
They're
they
not
honk.
moving?
They're not. What's that, Eddie?
Please tell me they honk on impact.
Honk, honk.
Instead of making an explosion sound, that would be cool.
There you go. I love it.
If you allow it.
Yeah, the other ones are not moving yet. You hit it with the 3 magic missiles, honker missiles. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, I was just seeing if those 2 guys were their eyes were open. Well, the lady and the gentleman, if their eyes were open, but if they're not, then
they're not.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. Carrick.
Alrighty. I am going to be shooting and moving, and I want to move this way, but I want to be shooting on dude. And let's start those rolls. God, 16 to hit?
Hits.
Oh, beautiful. All right, 2d10s. Oh, good lord. Okay, I get 14 plus 3, 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage.
And because it was so much fun, let's do it again. And it is a 17 to hit, which
17
should hit.
Yes, it does hit.
And I get to do I get to reroll the one? I think I get to reroll the one.
Is it just with melee weapons or all weapons?
You know what? I'm sure you're right. I'm sure I've got something wrong here.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't want to spend a lot of time looking for it. Let's just say I went with that. So 4 plus 3 is 7. Another 7 points of damage on the second attack, and I am done.
Okay, you hit it with the crossbow bolt again from afar. It kind of pierces in its neck. It kind of screams with this bellowing like burp almost, and slams on the ground and is no longer moving.
But it wasn't the choice, so that's interesting.
It's not always the choice.
Ah, okay, I see what's going on. All right.
It's only when it's meaningful.
No, I just want to. Normally, when you say the choice, I know that means it's dead.
Yes. No, this one is dead. This one is dead.
Just that doesn't say I'm for sure dead. So I'm just making sure.
That's fair. These are reanimated bodies, of course.
Mm-hmm.
At the end
you
of
never know when they're
Carrick's
going
turn,
to reanimate.
you watch the dwarf and the elf's eyes open up, and they do stand up as well.
There it is.
Of course.
His turn first. He charges you. Her turn,
goody.
He charges you.
Okay.
Oh boy, does a 15 hit?
Matches.
Eclipse. Good. Con save. Do that
We're
first.
gonna luck that. Has a 17.
Hit. That's good. So you take 8 points of slashing and 2 points of cold.
So that'll be 10 total, and this time I'm gonna actually uncanny dodge.
Okay.
So 5.
Boom. 5. Attack on Kiwin is
Warding
a 6.
flare, please. Disadvantage.
What the hell?
Oh my god, the second roll was a natural 20. So the first one was a 6.
Okay, well, it doesn't hit me.
Okay. Does end its turn. It is now Nafuko's turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Great. Okay, so, I will come into the room. Let's see. Thanks. Okay. I am. Let's see. Who should not be in melee? Okay, I'm gonna try and get the attention of Liana's body, and compel her into a duel.
Does that save?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Luck point. Natural 20.
I don't know why you all give him luck.
So rude.
Do you want to use your luck
Can
point?
I luck? I thought we could only use it for attacks.
No, you can luck. If it's you and me doing something, you can luck me for any roll one time. And I can luck you for any roll one time. So you can use the luck if you want.
Sure, why not?
8.
Haha. Ha 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 ha. All right.
My, how the turntables.
Mm-hmm. So Nafuko points her mace at least. I love that quote, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that quote. And says, fight me, and then charges up and whacks her with the mace. Because Compel Duel is a bonus action. I'm gonna luck point that roll. Nope. Well, why not? Interesting. How does a 17
Hit to hit? Yeah, that hits.
a hit? 17 to hit. Great. Okay. And that is 1d6 plus 4. All right. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
Ending your turn. Top of the order, Eclipse. Everyone roll a perception check first, and then...
10.
Ooh, 22!
Inspo. 11.
11. 19. So, Carrick, you had a 22. Kyriel, what'd you get?
4.
4. Nafako?
10.
10. So, Carrick and Eclipse, you notice that the lower half of... what the fuck is her name? I just totally blanked on her name.
Somebody's
Gwendolyn?
body.
Liana?
Gwendolyn. The lower half of her body looks like it is freezing.
Well, that's not good.
What?
Eddie, it's your turn.
So first things first, Eclipse is going to take a slash at this bad boy that just took a slash at him. We're gonna luck that. How's a 19 do ya?
Hits.
And I
It would just be quite well, thank you.
do not get the benefit of a sneak attack on this one. So that'll merely be a 6 points of piercing damage.
Got it.
Eclipse is then going to disengage by hopping over the table and making his way over towards Gwendolyn.
Okay.
What is going on?
Okay. Kiwin, you had 20, right? Or 19?
Me? No, I had 11.
For your initiative?
Oh, my initiative, I had 19.
Yeah, okay. So she's just looking down and she can't move her lower half. And she can't really respond now, but it's like she doesn't know. She doesn't know what's going on. Anything else, Eclipse?
So she just doesn't know how to respond. She doesn't say anything.
Well, I mean,
Does she not know
it's
it's
always
happening?
this is
or
always
she-
funny, fuzzy. Like, you know, did she respond
not
in
her
her
turn
turn?
yet.
Did she respond now? She looks very confused and she's looking down and she's trying to move her legs. It's
Right,
very
got
obvious
it.
she doesn't know what's going on.
She doesn't know what's happening, right?
I think generally speaking, as a free action, you can say like a short, like 6-word sentence or something like that. But
Something like that.
Yeah,
in
but
either
it would
case,
technically still be on your turn.
fair point. Okay. In either
You would
case,
have to do something first, yeah.
right. So I don't think that he can do anything else. He's already done action and bonus action. So
Okay.
yeah.
Kiwin.
Cool. I would like to position myself over here. I'd like to be
Okay.
within 30 feet of both of our ice zombies friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
I
not
am
what
going
you
to channel divinity, turn undead. So I'm just going to say, what should I say? May the warmth of the sun compel you. So I need. What do I need? I need. No. Where is it? I need a. Each undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet must make wisdom save. Thank you.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
So do you know if they success or fail?
Yes, because if they fail, they will be destroyed. Because I have destroy undead.
So you're trying to destroy undead.
Well, destroy undead is attached to turn undead. So if they fail on their turn undead, if they are of CR half or lower, which I'm sure they're not, but if they are, that they would be destroyed.
Got it. But if they're not, they just run away from you. But is it like Zone of Truth where you know if they've succeeded or failed?
I think.
Well, when they fall dead, you'll know.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna send you a message.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a call. So they actually both do fail. So they both run away from you, right?
Yeah. So if they fail, they must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as it can. Can't move close to me. Blah, blah, blah. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
This is fun because it could put it in conflict with the compelled duel, where if it has to make a wisdom save, it tries to move more than 30 feet away from me.
Whew.
So many things. Okay. Is there anything else on your turn?
Interesting.
That's why I was asking.
Fuck. That is my action. Let me see if I have a bonus action. Oh my god. That's not gonna work. I am going to turn invisible and back into the corner. Yeah, I'm going to use my hidden step to turn invisible until the start of my next turn and back into this corner.
Okay.
What did she learn?
Because I am scared of what's happening.
Check?
Me?
You roll a stealth check for me?
Me?
Yep.
Do I get advantage?
Luck point. No, you don't. Oh, you son of a...
I love Solo. I've played with you long enough to take a lot of fucking joy in that. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody for breaking game here for a minute, but a 2 and then using 1 to get a 1.
No, I love it. I love all the spoils, the good and the bad. 8. Okay. So you feel like you're well hidden.
Sure.
We're talking about a guy that rolls 20s constantly.
Oh,
and
yeah,
here
he
we
rolled a 1, but...
Okay, so it is Nafko, make a con save for me.
Of course. Natural 20 plus 4.
Natural 20 plus 4. I like it. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You take 14 points of cold damage.
Shitty.
And you catch it underneath your right shoulder blade. Like on your back almost.
Oh. So
it is now Kyriel's turn.
I will put my palms down facing the floor and raise them up. And then 6 small pebbles will start rotating around me as I cast Melf's Minute Meteors. And I am going to hurl 2 of them at this lone guy over here.
Go for it. Pew pew.
This is straight up like Vader and Luke.
14 exploding fire damage. Oh no, they hit automatically. 14
exploding fire damage. Yeah. Got it.
Very nice.
It's nice.
And I still have 4 tiny little pebbles rotating around.
I like pebble in your eyeball.
Okay. Are you staying where you are?
I'm comfortable where I'm at.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's fine.
What was that?
I'm good.
Okay.
In her airy
Carrot.
skin, she's very comfortable. Okay, so I am shooting dude just sort of in front of me there.
Sure.
Oh God! And a critical fail. Well, it would make a 7 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll not
So you
waste
try to
any good
shoot
time with that.
your crossbow at the elf, and you miss. Second attack.
And the second attack is a natural 16 plus 6, so I think we hit.
That hit.
And oh wait, I'm sorry, I was using these guys, wasn't I? Meh, all right, meh. All right, so there's 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage to that dude right there.
11
that-
to 11. Okay.
Ends my turn. Thank you very much.
Okay. Can you what's the word? Can you
Roll?
No.
Let it
Kiwin.
roll.
Kiwin, what is words? Words are hard.
They really are.
Um,
Sometimes, I swear.
Do I have to make a save on the beginning or end of my turn
For me?
for
For
the
your
turn
turn.
undead stuff?
Oh, if it that's just it. It's just the one time.
So they just
Wait,
don't
let me-
go
let me-
towards you, right?
You can't
No,
double up.
Yeah, I don't.
Ever.
I don't think it. Well, you can't see me, right? But unless if they can.
I mean, I know it can be.
says it's turned for one minute or until it takes damage. So I'm sure most of them are done now.
Okay. So it just doesn't go towards you, though. Is the question, right? Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna follow his buddy Eclipse. And he's making his attack.
That is like
He
the
has to
worst
use his
rug,
next
by the way.
turn.
No.
He has to use his
no.
next turn to get as far away as possible.
It would, for its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
Got it. So it can't attack. Got it.
Right.
Okay. So
These guys need to
okay.
die. They have the worst
Oh, here.
interior design ideas. Look at that rug. It does not tie the room together at all.
This is nothing to do with the undead. This is the leader of the city who designed this.
I don't think that they appreciate having their interior design questioned when they're, slowly freezing from the limbs up.
Now here's the question: did Kiwin explain this turn undead thing since the last time?
She sure did not.
Nope.
Sure did not.
Because okay, I'm
I don't
take
think
an
she really
opportunity attack.
understands it yet. So yeah, that's my bad.
I will probably
Okay.
take an opportunity attack. Running away, but I missed, so
Okay.
I assume a 10 doesn't hit.
No, it does not. It is not your turn proper, though.
Okay, well, it's only that far away from me.
Mhm.
Cool.
Proper.
Then I will turn around and try and hit it again.
Yeah.
And this time I'm gonna remember that I have 2 attacks now that I'm level 5.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, does a 13 hit?
No, but you have advantage because you're flanking because she's running away from you.
Okay, great. Does a 15 hit?
Just hits.
Okay, great. So first attack hits. That is a 6 bludgeoning damage. Is that right? Is that right? Yes. And then second attack. Okay, that's a 9. So that is 16 to hit.
Hits.
And I'm gonna use a smite on this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going
Eclipse,
to
you are on deck.
power this with a smite. And I remember how smite works. Smiting. How much damage is that? Where is it? Okay. 2d8. Great. Go. Dang.
Nice roll.
So, that's 10 bludgeoning damage plus 16 radiant damage.
Yeah. So you're hitting with the mace.
The mace, yeah.
Yeah. So you hit her once as she's running away, and as she's kind of getting out of your reach, you just do one really hard swing. Her body goes limp, and she slams on the ground, and she is dead. Again. Okay. Top of the order, Eclipse.
Any further development on the whole leg, cold limb situation?
Her turn is after yours, so her up to probably her chest now is frozen, and it's visibly
up to her
like
chest
ice
already.
Technically, it should have already been, but I fucked up. So yes.
Oh, sweet dear God. Okay. Eclipse sees Nafako out of the corner of his eye? Question mark.
Yes.
She's close enough. All right. Eclipse has absolutely no idea what to do with this. Something's wrong. Help her. And goes over to attack other thing running up from the corner.
Oh, and the thing falls and kills it. Damn bookshelves. All right.
Golly, that poor rug.
You're just destroying that rug. That'll be a 17 to hit.
Hits.
It should just be called a toupee.
Do I get the benefit of a sneak attack right now?
Well, technically, you have advantage on the attack, so yes, you can roll again.
Okay.
Because
The
you get
first
sneak
roll was
attack if you have
better.
advantage. Joke's on you, it's the rug of smothering.
Oh,
good.
my. That'll be 15 piercing damage.
Mimic
15
rug.
piercing damage. That's with your first attack? 15?
Yes.
Got it.
We'll take a second swing if that doesn't down him.
Does not down him.
Do I use the... nope. Second one's just gonna miss.
Okay.
Flub the second attack. Too distracted by what the hell's happening.
Yeah, he's definitely looking rough. But that ends your turn. Kiwin, you reappear.
Rough.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
the way your mother liked it.
I would like to cast Sacred Flame on our friend.
Okay. Before you do that,
friend.
can you please make a con save?
Me? Oh, motherfucker. Ugh.
What's happening?
I can hold actions too.
I'm gonna add an inspo. 17.
17 succeeds,
Yes.
but you take 16 points of cold damage.
Holy mother!
As
Where
you
is
feel
this coming
almost like a
from?
piece of ice, it almost like it appears like just in front of you, like you can't see point of entry, but a flying cold icicle dagger of sorts is thrown in your direction and kind of grazes one of your sides, and you're doing Sacred Flame on the other dude.
Yeah. So I need a dex save from him, and then I have a logistical question.
3.
Okay, so that's a fail. So I'll roll this, but can I destroy ice with my create or destroy water?
You probably could.
I was just curious.
If it's not magical, correct? You're destroying on water. Water is not magical water, right?
It doesn't say. It just says
You can always try.
can destroy up to 10 gallons of water within range.
Sure.
I was just curious if that could include ice, since ice is
You can always try.
a solid form of water. Okay, let me roll my d8s. So 9 radiant damage.
9
On the
radiant
dwarf.
damage. It does drop the dwarf. Are you staying there?
Good question. I don't know if something's right in front of me. I guess I will try to go towards Carrick.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, whatever it was, did use a reaction to hit you already, so...
Okay.
That's a good point. That's my turn.
Fair point. You're getting attacked, Keywin, and I rolled a natural 20.
Listen, I need to let me read this for a second. Damn it! Don't see him, so I can't use my warding flare. Okay.
Do you have any luck left?
I think I have Elscon's luck left.
Okay.
Can I use
You can
his
use it.
luck?
Sure.
Okay, I'll use
I just want to be fair. So does a 17 hit then?
Of course it hits. I'm very not dexterous.
Can you make a con save for me?
I'm like, here I come, guys. Con save, yeah. I'm using Elscon's inspo.
He's just sitting there on his couch, just eating bonbons.
11.
11?
11.
Okay. You take 11 points of frost damage, and as you start running towards Carrick, you kind of get to your full movement, and immediately you feel your feet and your legs and your waist start to turn into ice.
That's 6 hit points, guys.
Ends that turn. Kyriel, it is now your turn.
Hey, Carrick, can I borrow that cube? And I'll run over before she freezes to death and touch her legs with it, trying to warm her up.
Okay. As you go to touch her legs with it, nothing happens.
Okay. And there's
Anything
no
else?
more bodies that we can see, right?
No more baddies you can see.
Okay. That's my turn.
Did we see Keywin get attacked? Like, did we hear her scream after we thought all the bodies?
I'll let you and Carrick roll a perception check. That was a free action, Kyriel.
Oh,
if you want to
yeah.
do something else.
Nice.
$20 total.
Carrick, you're muted.
You want me to roll on here? Because I just rolled a 1.
Well, Nafiko saved you. So Nafiko, you did hear Keywin yell in pain. Kyriel, that doesn't work. Did you want to do anything else as an action or a bonus action?
I will hold. No. Nope.
Okay. Fair enough, Carrick.
Okay. Good lord. Wait, the only thing we really have left is the person freezing, so I already gave up my box. There's not a whole lot I can do. Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Hug for peace? Come on. I have honestly nothing I can do here.
Okay.
Did she have a shard?
What do you
in
want
her?
from me?
Like, did we see a piece of ice stuck anywhere in her? Other than
Do
the
a
freezing that we can remember?
do investigation check.
Sure, I'll run over there to investigate.
You can do one too.
Ho, ho, ho! Much better. To investigate.
24.
24?
18 to investigate.
18. It's doing a really cool focus thing. You see that? That pull focus it just did? That's really... It feels like they're on a different level, doesn't it? It's like this weird optical illusion. That's trippy.
That's cool.
So you
Super
both do
amazing.
notice that there is a shard of very similar material as the daggers in both of the people that you're looking at. And it does look like there's very, very sharp, vibrant blue veins coming from the puncture wound.
Oh, great. It's like the fucking arrows from before. All right. I try to pull that thing out of there.
Okay. You grab the shard and pull it out of there.
Yeah, but I'm over there to her, right?
Yeah, you're at Keywin. So Keywin, you take 3 points of piercing damage, and you are bleeding out at the moment. But the shard is out of her.
Then I will medicine check. Is that a thing? Can I do that?
I mean, what are you trying to check?
I'm trying to stop bleeding.
Yeah, you can do a medicine check for that. That's fine.
Okay. Come on, kid.
Take it out. Take it out. Take it out.
You're gonna pull out of this.
Put it back.
Yeah, right. Medicine check would be an 18.
18. Sure, you stop the bleeding. The blue veins are still kind of growing through her body, but you do stop the bleeding.
Shit. It's some kind of magic, kid. I don't know what to do here.
All right. They're dead. They're dead. Nafiko.
Hey, somebody get over here that knows magic.
All right. As my action, I'm gonna open up my divine sense.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can see
Can
anyone.
Anything evil? Is that what it is?
So yes, it's as an action, you detect good and evil. Until the end of your turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hollow Spell or know the location of any celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
There's an undead creature right behind you, about 5 feet away.
Great. I see it, and then I'm said, "You will hurt no one else but me," as I try and compel it into a duel.
Wisdom save?
Yes. 15 is the DC.
22.
Well, I tried. But I'm pointing at it with my mace.
Yeah, because he's not visible yet. Only you see him, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna. Yeah. I guess I'll run right up to it as I do this. I can't attack it because I've used my action and bonus action, but I will be right in its face.
Eclipse, you hear Nafiko yell out, "You will hurt no one else," and charge towards nothing. What do you want to do?
So, Eclipse remembers that there are creatures in this world that are hidden to the naked eye. He's going to use his cunning action, because he's a thief, he can do this, to use a bonus action to pull out his Lantern of Revealing.
Okay. So you all see a dark hair, palish skin, kind of looks elf, but he has his complexion is very similar to the other creatures that have been running around. He is wielding 2 what looks to be those bluish daggers in his hands, and he's standing right in front of Nafiko.
Lantern up, sees the enemy, runs forward, other hand comes down with a dagger.
Okay. So you just get 1 attack then, right?
What the? Why is he attacking the air?
No, you would see it now. Lantern
now.
Revealing shows it for everybody.
Oh, okay, for everybody. All right.
Yeah, now everyone should see
30
it.
foot radius.
Yep, we're gonna use that last luck because that's not okay. That was a natural 1.
Natural 1.
So let's see. So the second roll is going to be a...
Adding inspo.
Yeah, let's add the inspo. Why not? So that'll be... how's 16 to hit?
Hits.
Sweet. I'm going to go ahead and throw sneak attack on there because there's an ally within 5 feet. So that will be for 19 piercing.
19 piercing. Nice.
But I hope that hurts.
Cool. Keywin, con save, please.
Fuck.
Indeed. Cool.
8.
8. You are frozen all the way up to your chest. You are so restrained, so you can't take any other actions.
I was literally
boy.
about to drink a fucking potion.
Oh boy.
And cast Guiding Bolt.
It is now his turn.
How much did I take damage?
No,
No, okay.
you're just freezing to death.
Just damage enough to kill you.
Let's see. Nafiko does a 21 hit.
Yes, it does.
Well, that's silly. You take 4 points of cold damage. Can you make a con save for me?
I certainly can. And I certainly can use luck to re-roll that one. And then I can use an inspo. Okay. That's a 19.
19. Okay, that's it. That's his first attack. Second attack still on you.
Yep.
Does a natural 1 hit?
No, I don't think it does.
I have
No?
one more luck. Oh my fucking god! I already got a 4. All right. He's gonna stay there. Kyriel, it's your turn. You see this creature. He's now visible. The lantern is no longer needed if you whatever. Now that he's doing melee attacks. So Kyriel, you do see an interesting figure swinging at your friends.
Does he have any ice shards on him?
It looks like he's wielding ice shards. Also, point of order: the freezing that you've progressively watched grow is stopped at her chest right now, and she's kind of just looking around frantically.
Right. Yeah. I pulled out the ice shard, and I will point at that jerk and pew 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 3 more goose heads for 10 points of force damage.
Pew pew pew.
Honk, honk,
Amazing. Okay. Anything else? Staying where you are?
I will back up a little bit.
Okay. Eric.
I am. Yeah, I can't do a whole lot about the kid here, so I guess I just have to kill this guy.
You swinging or shooting?
Well, I'm so close now, I guess I'm going to drop the crossbow and let it dangle behind me as I grab the maul and swing. I'll use that as part of my move as I move that way, so yeah. Sorry. That's a natural.
It's amazing. Okay, what's your max damage?
My max would be, with a maul, would be 2d6 plus 3. So 15.
12, 15 plus 2d6.
Plus 2d6. And I'll use them on here on the Varpo.
Okay. Some good damage.
Not bad.
Good damage.
Okay, and then good Nyborg, bro. And then let's see, a 17 plus 6. So yeah, that hits. 17 plus 6 definitely hits.
Not for
and
deck.
He gets another 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage.
Got it. And your turn?
It does indeed, sir.
Nafko.
Hang in there, kid.
Well, he's definitely engaged with me right now, so I would not be a good candidate to try and run over to anybody, I would think. So I'm just gonna go hit him with my hammer. I'm gonna use a luck point.
Oh, this guy's still breathing.
Alright, dirty 20 to hit.
No one said they were breathing.
And,
yeah, right? Seriously.
Well, this one we haven't hit it as much. Okay, and I'm also going to do a Divine Smite with this one. With my last spell slot. Plus 1d8 for each. Okay, great. Not as good of a roll as last time. But worth it. Alright, so that is 9 radiant damage and what was that? 6 bludgeoning damage? Yeah.
Cool. Anything else?
I think yeah, that's it.
Eclipse.
Sets the lantern down to free up his hand. And takes a slash at this thing. Do I have advantage?
Yes.
Wow, both of those were awful. The second one was a 16.
Hits.
That will be 7,
12, 14, 18 piercing damage.
All right.
And bonus action for the second attack. That'll be a 26 to hit.
Hits.
And there's no modifier on this one, right? So it's just
No.
the die. So that'll be 3 additional piercing damage.
Got it. Kiwin, con save.
$19.
19. Okay. As you remain conscious, you watch as the ice continues to form over your shoulders, and you kind of scream out to your friends in a moment, and it covers your entire head, and you are now petrified in ice.
Not good. Not good.
Blinking.
Great.
You are
Great.
still conscious at the moment.
Great.
Even though the ice shard got pulled out of her?
Mm-hmm. Kyriel.
Just silently praying, hoping I was in the sun.
What's your con, by the way?
13, and I have a +1.
+1. Okay. You can hold your breath for a minute. Okay.
I'd
Kyriel.
love to try and destroy some water right now. Oh man.
I will.
I really hope.
I'm just gonna do 3 more missiles at the.
Okay.
Okay.
And your honker damage is? That sounded really bad.
Yeah, it did.
Damage.
How much?
8.
8 points of damage. Well, Kyriel, the choice is yours.
Just it's gonna honk right into center mass, drilling a
Okay.
hole into it.
And you watch Nafako, he looks right into your eyes. Roll a perception check. Or insight.
I'll do insight. But I will roll a 6 for insight, so.
Okay. He looks at you angrily, like he wants to swing at you again, and kind of looks over his shoulder and sees Kyriel there, just pointing her finger at him. And he falls on the ground. He is now dead. So you all have killed the this cold-blooded killer. The lady is starting the ice is starting to thaw out, but Kiwin is completely frozen in ice. Eclipse?
Does Eclipse see this?
Sure. And you can go back to RP mode if you want to.
Okay. So, Eclipse, seeing Kiwin in this state, remembers something that Nafako and he came across upon their earlier journey, goes into his sack, and pulls out a container of oil.
12.
And I'm hoping that the DM's choice of words was intentional earlier. He unstops the oil and pours Willowshade oil on Kiwin.
Remember what the oil is again?
Willowshade oil. A dark blue oil that can be extracted from the rare fruit of the Willowshade plant. A creature can use its action to apply the oil to another creature that has been petrified for less than 1 minute.
Okay.
It seems pretty.
Causing the petrified condition on that
that's no
creature
deal.
to end
Open
at the
it shut, baby.
start of what would be that creature's next turn.
You know, that's it's one of those funny moments when you give your players some really cool stuff and then totally forget that you gave them some really cool stuff.
You gave it to like 5 months before the real campaign started.
I mean, unless
Yeah.
she was trying to get out of this campaign, I think, yeah.
I don't. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I would
that's what
say,
I'm hoping
I
your
would-
words were intentional there.
They weren't. I totally forgot you had that. I was like, how are these guys going to do greater restoration at level 5? So, Kiwin, you feel the light leaving you. You feel that you're blinking slower and slower. You're losing your breath, because the way that I do holding breath in combat is it's much more accelerated. So you're literally, towards the end of this round, which means you're almost out of breath, and you kind of feel it fading and fading. And Eclipse runs over and uses this oil and like just kind of pours it all over the ice sculpture of you, and the light comes back and your air comes back into your lungs, and the ice starts to melt away, and as the petrification dissipates.
She just immediately wraps her arms around Eclipse.
And now Eclipse is in his own state of petrification.
And we all wrap our arms around Eclipse.
And
Yes.
Come here, little guy.
that's where we're gonna call it for tonight. So congratulations.
The fucking
y'all.
Rudy moment for Eclipse. I love it. Like
Did you
lifting
know-
him up. Yeah, way to go.
That was fun. That was fun.
I think that's we're gonna wrap it up. That was fun. Wait, what? What are you, Christopher Walken? With the guys? That was fun. I guess it was fun. She's not dead. We're happy.
Everything's
I guess.
I'm almost dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 hit points.
I think we can all
So
rest assured
fun.
that at least we don't have a clerixicle on our hands.
Yeah.
So yes, that was interesting. I love all the stuff that you guys did. So it was a really fun episode. I enjoyed it. You completed the first quest of the Rime of the Frost Maiden. Totally homebrewed and completely different than what the book says. But
I thought it was
I thought it
going
was
to take
fun.
us longer to investigate these murders.
I thought so too.
But you did you picked up on the cue that like, wait, this thing has a thing in its chest and it's gonna come back to life. So that was cool.
I really wanted to talk to some dead people.
It was so
Well,
cool.
But now we can
There-
use those cells for sending instead.
There are
I mean,
3 dead people sitting in this room right now.
That's also true.
I don't have it
Um,
prepared. I still have to sleep. But
Still.
and I
Take a
did use
nap.
sending to talk to Gwendolyn, so I don't have that.
Got it.
Left.
But so thank you all so much for all the luck and
Yes.
inspo.
Very, very
definitely
needed.
love and
Needed
use
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for the amazing support. Make sure to check out our Patreon and all the other cool things. Catch the next part 2 of the Rime of the Frost Maiden unboxing tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific. I will be unboxing 16 more boxes technically, and be giving away at least 6 more minis throughout the stream.
And Solo will be back here next week.
Yeah,
Just
we
like
will.
every
Just like
week.
that. Just like
Like
every week.
every week we
But
do
next
it.
week is so much more special because
Yeah.
that is day 1 of Ukodor Con, ladies and gentlemen. So same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes.
6:30 p.m. Pacific. Go ahead and catch the VODs and all that jazz. We're gonna go raid Lady of the Harp. She's doing something with D&D, probably Bard related.
We don't even care because we're still
Maybe.
alive.
Exactly. So go ahead and spread the Fable 42 love. If you like what you see when you get over there, give them a follow. Just do all the things, guys. Keep
Just
building this
make sure
community.
to
Keep
tell
growing
the
the community.
Fable 42s out there.
But until next time, we will see you guys. Much love for all of you amazing Ukodorks and Fablers out there, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.